It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, my ego don't come, my people make we shout, my ego don't come, my ego don't come, man of the masses, my ego don't come, my ego diary politico, my ego don't come, this one not the off in mind, my ego don't come, and in the touchlight every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder. My ego don't come. My people make we shout. My ego don't come. My ego don't come, man of the masses. My ego don't come. My ego diary politico. My ego don't come. This one not the off in mind. My ego don't come. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. My yegun don't come. My people make you shout. My yegun don't come. Man of the masses. My ego don't come. My ego diary politico. My ego now I'm on.
Hello there.
My ego diary.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun
Thank you so much for joining me. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. And tell them, Mayegun today.
Mayegun diary politico. Godfatherism.
Thank you, far too kind. Read this broadcast, the caption of this broadcast. Read the description as well. Share it if you haven't already. And before you sit back and relax, don't forget, pay your offering. Like the broadcasts.
Lórí Facebook. And yes, we like
Wahala. Islamization agenda and Tinubu's agenda I think we will use this moment or this evening to clear some gray areas. They are back. Some will say, why do you just talk about the problems and you are not offering solution? I'm like, have you been living under the rock? Can we at least be honest with ourselves that on Mayegun's diary Politico is just been talking about the problems, it's never offered any solution? Are you sure about that? Share this broadcast. Yes, I have always been offering you solutions to Nigeria problems, but a lot of you don't like that solution. Just say it. The only solution to ending Nigeria's myriads of problems that we all know the genesis. Therefore, we know why we are where we are as a people. If you love Nigeria, like I say all the time, please break it up and save lives. Now, some said, well, that sounds like ash. But how do we do that? Well, the reason why you are on Mayegun's diary Politico every now and then is not because I want to convince you that Nigeria is going to work, yo. I will be lying to you that Nigeria is going to work. No, it's never going to work. Not because you don't want it to. There are actually people who don't want Nigeria to work, and it will never work. Okay? However, if you keep keeping Nigeria together for them, it's not for you. That's my own solution. Now we can begin to first, how do you kind of detach yourself from, okay, put it this way. How do you break up Nigeria? You break up Nigeria, the beginning of the breakup of Nigeria starts from here, from your mind. When you stop creating false hope, when you stop manufacturing hope, when you stop believing in criminals, that somehow, a supreme being or some kind of, anointing, whatever, will touch them, and suddenly evil people that you know very well will suddenly turn good, and they will start doing good. When you stop that, you see every solution given to you on how to break up Nigeria will begin to make sense to you. For now, they don't make sense to many of you. It's impossible, Nigeria can never break it. Now, that's still what you believe, Abi, and a lot of you believe that. But there is something that everybody will come back to realize later. When you have tried everything, you realize that the only thing Nigeria hasn't tried is exactly what actually brought about Nigeria. The government of ourselves, by ourselves, from our regions, or by ourselves, without any interference from anywhere. Yes, that will be the beginning. Once you begin to toe that path, of course, Nigeria will break up. Just give it time. Because if things continue the way it is right now, as they are going, it's a matter of time. You see, the likes of El Rufai have been able to seize power through terrorism sponsorship over time. He has publicly admitted it. And APC, Egbekegbe, that told you that once they come to power, they were going to expose all of the people behind terrorism in Nigeria. Once you expose those behind terrorism, the sponsor, terrorism will die a natural death. Do you understand? If terrorists have no cover, protection from the highest authority in the land, it will die. But when it continues to get the usual support through different official means, Baba, you can pray from now till 100 million years. It is just going to keep getting worse. And when you have criminals like that in charge of powerful institutions, including a whole state, where they are pushing the agenda of religion this, religion that. In my lifetime, they called those who are non-Muslims infidels. Do you know what infidel means? In politics, so this is not religious competition. No. Politics of who is going to be who. In Nigeria, it turned to religious war, jihad, they called it in northern Nigeria. But guess what? The same criminals, they have turned it around and they have guilt-tripped, gaslighted those of you who are non-Muslims, especially Christians, that you can't even come out to speak anymore. When you come out to say, look at what they are doing to us, now your fellow Christians go shame you, shut you up. Do you know how they did that? They publicly promoted religious supremacy politically. It started anyway from 2015 when they started their jihad in Kaduna. Although before then, the Boko Haram terrorists and their sponsor, who were not so in power, but they were powerfully connected with those in governments in Nigeria. Therefore, they were partially, allowed to carry out their terrorism, but not as they would want to, pushing religious supremacy. Listen to this. Islam, according to the likes of El Rufai and the gangs of all that other jihadists and terrorist sponsors, sympathizers within them, Islam is the biggest. Okay, what is now the benefit of that Islam from these criminals who promoted same, especially in northern Nigeria? It has brought wanton killings, kidnappings. Terrorism has escalated in that part of the country. And guess what? People have become more poorer. In a supposed Sharia north, where they pushed this religious narrative. So El Rufai came to power in 2015 on that change downfall that brought them in, right? It didn't take long. El Rufai traveled all over West Africa to bring back the Fulani terrorists that you are witnessing in Nigeria today from 2015. You never had them like this before, were you? Was there any record of a Fulani terrorist kidnapping people and killing people anywhere until these criminals came in? Even if you are suffering from the Stockholm syndrome, that is mostly selective amnesia, some of you selectively choose to be ignorant because truth hurts, doesn't it? El Rufai brought Fulani terrorists, armed them. And those who are using the same, the same political office that they have held to cement the cover for these terrorists in the last 8 years. Do you know what happened in Southern Kaduna? The government of Kaduna under El Rufai targeted their traditional rulers, first-class traditional rulers, and they executed them by luring them into the hands of these terrorists that will slaughter them like, like forbidden animals. And I did so many programs on this, and I gave an example. I said, how would you feel if in your state, the likes of El Rufai is your governor, a Fulani disguising terrorist, a munafiki? You know what they call the munafiki? The fake Muslims. El Rufai, a munafiki, somebody who is full of vengeance, hatred, and what have you. He seized power and he went for those who are in Southern Kaduna, who are mostly populated by non-Muslims, Christians. And they started giving them conditions. If they were not going to allow the Fulani terrorists to settle, whatever happened, they should deal with it. They killed the Adara of Adara Kingdom in that Southern Kaduna. I mean, you could tell this is a state-sponsored, coordinated terrorism in that part of northern Nigeria. And everybody just watched in horror. Like, what is going on in Southern Kaduna? But guess what El Rufai started doing? When people got displaced from their communities, El Rufai started appointing emirs in those small communities, renaming them, and they are gazetting them. Like government of Kaduna renamed this community to so community, and the emir of this community shall be called emir so and so, and is gazetted as the government document in Kaduna. And I went on media tour telling the world that those who are crying that their people are being killed in Southern Kaduna, they are not ready for peace. In fact, they are the instigators. They are the people who are causing problems. But because they can easily go to the Western countries and tell them that Christians are being killed and collect money, that is why the crisis in Southern Kaduna will never end. But guess what? He confessed just a few days ago where he was talking to the person who happened to be his successor, his successor rather. And he was telling him that, he was telling the audience there that in 2019, when he wanted to go for second term, some people in Kaduna, referring to the people of Southern Kaduna, right, that they will not vote for him again. And in fact, for him going for Muslim tickets in Kaduna, they will reject him. And he dared them. And today, not only that he completed his Muslim tickets, he has replicated same all over Nigeria with Tinubu, which means Islamic dominance of Nigeria has just begun. That's why he said, there is a video clip for it. I will show it to you. He said, he told Tinubu that if he wanted to win elections, he would need a Muslim vice. And today he is one of the happiest men alive, because not only that Muslim tickets survived in Kaduna, Muslims are now dominating Kaduna and everything that has to do with Kaduna, government, politics, everything. That's why I said it's now Muslim dominance. And the same thing is now replicated all over Nigeria. And then Nigeria, under Tinubu, will see the Muslim dominance like never seen before. And the purpose why they choose Muslim tickets is because of religious dominance. That's why he said, oh, not me. Oh. El Rufai said, the reason why they choose Muslim tickets is for religious reason, no other reason. And today, like he said, he's one of the happiest men alive. That there will be Islam dominance in Nigeria. Now, let's now take a look at this Munafi case. In Saudi Arabia, there are Muslims there. Saudi Arabia is Islamic country. And you can tell the standard of living of the Saudis. Abi, Qatar, the Qataris, they are also Islamic country. And you can also tell the standard of living, the children, education, healthcare, security, and on. Opportunities for the young people there. Okay? And same goes to so many other Islamic or Muslim countries, or where Islam is the majority, the major religion there. So now, come back to Nigeria and go straight to the 12 states that are Sharia states in northern Nigeria. Let's take Kaduna as example. And take a look at the standard of living of the ordinary people of Kaduna, the access to education, the access to equality of education, equality for healthcare, equality for, in everything, access to them. And then look at the Islam that these criminals are practicing in Nigeria, and look at the other Islamic country that they have been to many times. The ones that are meant to be role models to you, not Afghanistan, not Iraq, not Iran, where subjugation, women's subjugation, where slavery and all kind of vices at the order of the day. How could that be the kind of Islamic domination or Islam dominance that these guys are promoting all over Nigeria. Have you seen the 12 Islamic states in Nigeria? Where they are practicing Sharia? Are their standard of living better than the rest of you? Where is the poverty capital of the world? Where is Nigeria's headquarters of poverty? Where is the most unsecure, unsafe region in Nigeria? Where do you have the most unemployed, uneducated, and on in Nigeria? Is that the kind of Islam? Because they are not promoting any Islam. They are munafikis who cannot be anything except they promote religious, supremacy that doesn't actually serve anybody but themselves. These are criminals who are looters. I mean, their own Islam taught them how to steal public money and keep the people poor. Their own Islam told them that women and children can be sold off as slaves after being kidnapped when they can be provided their security. What kind of Islam do you really think they are teaching you in that contraption called Nigeria, where the likes of these rogues will tell you it is the will of Allah for Islam to dominate? What are the benefits of this Islam? What has that Islam, political Islam, that these criminals have been promoting, what benefit has that done for you? Even you as a Muslim watching me right now. Nothing. They are munafikis. They are fake religionists who thrive on promoting religious division, them pretending that no, that's actually not what they mean. Take a look at the lives of the people they are ruling. Just take a look at them. And then think of what they think of the rest of you. It's not Islam. That's why I told you that when they are doing their Muslim and all of that nonsense, and a lot of you want to be like, hey, yeah, don't talk about Islam like that. Hey, I don't like them, but I will not allow you to insult Islam. You are just stupid. That's who you are. A very foolish person. If you actually believe these guys are Muslims, and in any agenda they are pushing or promoting is actually in your interest, if you believe that, you are foolish than what you think you are, or people around you actually think you are. Do you understand? When you look at these criminals, those ones who presented themselves as Christians, and the ones who presented themselves as Alhaji, Sultan, Emir, Deacon, Deaconess, Bishop, rogues, just take a look at them and see how much of your life you have gambled with them. Rogues. Some will put a whole bed sheet, master bedroom bed sheet. They will roll it all over their head. And they'll begin to kind of intimidate and threaten you with Arabic because you can't hear it. Come me. Don't let me curse you. Curse who? You mad. They are using this religion to keep the rest of you who have already been under that religious bondage. There is absolutely no benefit from it. No benefit from it. Just an advantage. El Rufai in 2022, when they pushed their Muslim tickets in Nigeria, they paid their munafiki sheikh in northern Nigeria to start intimidating and threatening people. If you don't vote for a Muslim, you are Islamophobic. You must be Islamophobic. Allah said, Nikure. Trust me. The same way some of you wearies will kind of put on your fighting garment to defend your Olori Buruku pastors who are there doing the bidding of the system. They call you sheepies. Your glory is going to come by 12 p.m. tomorrow. Don't follow them to any protest. Stay at home. Because if you go anywhere, what I see now is that your glory is coming by December. You are going to travel abroad by January. Therefore, anything where you see, just keep your mouth shut. No go die before your time. Oh. At the end of the day, January will come. February will come. Visa no go day. And a lot of you have been in that circle. It's like a circle and circle and circle. Because they are giving you false hope here and there. And they let you look away. Why the rogues in government, whose policies go, will keep you, will make you either poor or rich. Not rich, like better life, right? Their policies will either keep you safe or killed. Their policies will either keep you free or jailed. Their policies will either keep you exiled or in grave. On and on like that. But they will tell you to start using prayer point. There is no difference. On this Mayegun's diary political, I have seen some Olori Brukus. You will see Kabiru. He say, Mayegun, see, don't be careful. Don't say anything about Islam like that. Say, Sheng Bowiri. Mayegun, wash your mouth. I love your program. But don't talk about a pastor like that. Continue with your political. You see, if you pay attention very, very well, you will realize that if you know that your God you serve, I don't think your God is God of poverty, is it? Your religion or anything you are praying to, I don't think is the God of slavery. No, be so? Now you just enslave yourself because everything is here. Politicians, criminals, looters, murderers, that you know one-on-one, they will start reading Bible, they will start quoting Quran, and you begin to say, I not come lie. Jazaka ayira. Kilo de kilonso. Tani jazaka tani ayira. Oh, bless his soul. When he started reading that Psalm 26, man, I just felt, I melt. And when he started singing the song and prayer, I said, oh my God, I didn't know he's so close to God. What I'm trying to say here is this, yeah, I know these guys. When they are willing to play tribal card, you will think, say, they love their tribe so, like, they are ready to die. Yes. If Tinubu want to play his Yoruba card now, there are many of you watching me right now that you'll be like, even though although I don't like him, but you see, there's something he said. He said something in that thing touched me. Shengba. When he said that thing in Igbo, you see that video, have you seen that video of this? I said, what's the video? Okay, he spoke in Igbo. When he started talking, it touched my heart. Tribal card. Same for everybody. But guess what? They are the same people who are going to be in the same space where they are supposed to talk about you. Okay? Oh, I'm a Yoruba man. Now because of Yoruba day here. Oh yeah, waiting be the Yoruba share here. Oh yeah, no. Waiting be the Igbo share here. Oh yeah, waiting be our own. Share you get? Because now waiting I want to go give my people with this. I love them so much. I'm ready to die for them. No, not lie. Because if you look at it very well, there is no part of Nigeria right now that is not affected by the bad leadership. No part of Nigeria. Every part of Nigeria is feeling the brunt of bad, terrible, horrible leadership. And they all are under different flags. Al-Qaeda, People's Congress, people destroying people, and the rest of them, all those flags. But when you look at the people they are governing, and you look at their lives, and you look at the lives of them, let me explain. Everywhere you go to right now, for example, in Yoruba land, the western region of Nigeria, the people who have been in charge of the western region of Nigeria, the 6 states in western part of Nigeria, which is the Yoruba states, they've all been Yorubas 100%. Those who have been either lawmakers, state level, federal level, minister, state level, commissioner or minister at the federal, everything shall we be say they say now the share will be the turn of the Yorubas in this democracy since 1999. They've 100% been Yorubas. same for everybody. If you go to Eastern Nigeria, those who have been there, they have been people from there. Igbos. In Northern Nigeria, the same. Which means, if to say those of them who are playing tribal card when it is convenient for them, if truly they care for us, that they love us, now every day, number one, now every day they go to fight. Sure you get, because they are fighting, say, no, you took that one last month. No, we can't let you take it this one. Give us some of it. You know what I mean? Like, they'll be fighting for us. Our lives would have been better than this. Probably Nigeria would have been better than this. Better governed than this. Everybody is collecting. But when it is convenient for your criminal politicians, they will begin to fly it. Igbo card, Yoruba card, Fulani Hausa card, it is the BBO card, Ijo card. But none of them actually care about any of those people. And you know I'm saying the truth. So it's the same. When they want to play religious card, you will think they are religious. They are not. When they want to play tribal or ethnic card, you will think they love their tribes and their ethnics. Their ethnic nationalities. No, they don't. They don't. Only the gullible ones who will say our leader. Our leader. Who are your leaders? They are your dealers. They deal on you. You are just statistics in their, on their shelves, on their table. Statistics last on. Do you get what that means? And that means if you keep Nigeria one, you are not keeping it together for yourselves. You are keeping it together for them. Sooner or later, you are going to agree with me. So the likes of El Rufai can play a religious card for all they care. But the truth of the matter is that the people who are actually, worshiping that religion, they are among the poorest people in Nigeria today, in the whole world today. So where is the benefit of that being Islam over others, or being Christian over Islam? Where are those benefits? Nothing. Yeah? Right. Now, I know I will start too much. I've been a full I know 2 years. I get what we see the interpret, and I pray that Ahmed will join us. For those of you who understand this clearly, do me this honor. Help us do interpretation in the comment section. I'll come back and tell you. I've told you all he said anyway. But for the record, this is El Rufai bragging that yes, Islam will dominate Kaduna for the next 20 years. And inshallah, Tinubu is going to replicate the same all over Nigeria. Allahu Akbar. Lenu munafiki.
Idan mutane suka tambaye ni me yasa na dauki Dr. Hadiza Sabuwa Balarabe ce zama mataimakiya ta 2019, ina gaya musu cewa na ɗaya na tsaya na yi lissafi, yawanci waɗanda ba musulmi ba su zaɓen jami'anmu, yawanci. Saboda haka me yasa zan ba su mataimaki? Na yi lissafi za mu iya cin zaɓen ba tare da mun ba su ba. Na ɗaya kenan. Wannan siyasa ne, so kake ka ci zaɓe. Kana neman mutanen da za su zaɓe ka. Mun tsaya mun duba tun da aka fara demokradiyyar, mun duba inda muke cin zaɓe da inda ba ma ci. Mun yi wannan lissafin a siyasance kenan. Amma na biyu abinda muka so mu nuna, kuma cikin shekara 4 na alhamdulillahi mun nuna, shine gwamnati wanda gwamna musulmi ne, mataimakiyar gwamna musulmi ne, SSG musulmi, chief of staff musulmi, kwamishinan kuɗi musulmi, ba zai cuci Krista ba a Kaduna. Kuma duk inda muka je muna gaya musu cewa haka ne. Duk saman gwamnatinmu musulmi ne, amma akwai Christian guda ɗaya a jihar Kaduna da zai fito ya ce an zalunce shi ba ba shi hakkinsa ba. Akwai gundumar da ba mu gyara makaranta ba, akwai gundumar da ba mu yi asibiti ba, akwai inda ba mu je mun yi hanyoyi ba, akwai inda ba mu taimaki manoma ba, ko sun zaɓe mu ko ba su zaɓe mu ba. Mun ba kuwa hakkinsu. Of course, Kubau sun fi zaɓen mu. Saboda haka zan je Kubau in ɗan ƙara musu wani abu. Ko domin sun zaɓe mu. Abinda zan ba Jaba zan ƙara ma Kubau tunda Jaba ba su zaɓe mu ba. Amma mun ba su haƙƙinsu. Kuma abinda ku limamai da ulama kuka koya mana kenan. Shugabancin musulunci na adalci ne.
Did you hear that? Because I don't interpret already. That today he has fulfilled his promise that Muslim will dominate in Kaduna. Today the governor is Muslim, the deputy governor is Muslim, the SSG is Muslim, and so on is going to be with other appointments too. Let me do the rest of the interpretation. Here is the other part. Let's listen again.
Da wayanda ba musulmi ba, da Yahudawa, da Kirista, da wayanda ma kafirai ne, amma suna ce mishi amin. Don yi musu adalci. Sayyidina Abubakar, Umar, Uthman, Ali, dukkansu sun yi musu adalci. Ba wanda zai ce don shi ba musulmi ba ne an take hakkinsa. Sai dai dama wanda ya fi son ka za ka ɗan ƙara mishi. Amma ba za ka ɗauki hakkin wani ba. Kullum ina tambayar su, ko da muka je muna kamfen wannan zaɓen, suka ce kaza in ce gaskiya ne. Muna neman wanda za su yi aiki ne. Ba mu duba addinin. Of course muna duba addini, amma ba zan faɗa haka ba. Amma abinda nake tambaya, wa aka zalunta? Ka tashi ka gaya mana in gwamnatin nan ta zalunce ka. Ba ansa. Sai dai kawai ka ce da ka saba iskanci, ka saba kashe mutane mun taka ma birki, ko ka saba rufe hanya mun ce in kai haka ga abin da zai biyo baya kuma ka san zamu yi. Abin da muka yi kenan shekara 4 nan. Da ni da abokan aikina. Kuma abin da muka sake nunawa kenan tun da Sanata Obasan da Dr. Ji Sabo Albar sun sake cin zaɓensu duk da taron dangin addini da aka yi mana, kuma ku malaman da ke nan da limamai ku kuka yi aikin, ba ma 'yan siyasan ba. 'Yan siyasan cutanmu suka yi, wallahi ku ne. Kuma shi da Sanata Obasani ya san haka, mun sani. Mun san waɗanda suka karɓi kuɗi ranar zaɓe suka kashe wayan suka kwanta gida ba su ma fito ba. Amma mun san 'yan agaji da suka je su ne polling unit agents, wayanda muka biya su je su kare ƙuri'an ba su fito ba, sai 'yan agaji. Saboda haka mun sani kuma mun gode, Allah ya saka muku da alheri, kuma yadda kuka jajirce kuka ba mu goyon baya, don Allah don Annabi ina roƙon ku ƙara jajirce.
To Allah do Annabi, mun gode. So, in that part of the clip, that was where he said, when we gave them Muslim tickets, people were saying that it's Islamization and agenda, a Muslim dominance or Islamization agenda or something like that. And they denied. But of course it's a Islamization agenda because they expect Tinubu to replicate what they have done in Kaduna, in Abuja, where Muslims will have enough opportunities and they can dominate for... Yeah, that's what he said. You don't believe me? Okay, wait for somebody else to do the interpretation for you until they dilute it and divert you to what they wanted you to believe. It's already trending. He knows what he's doing. He chose to speak in Hausa. Sure you get? Because he knew his audience and he told them that the journey is... So and I keep asking, what is the benefit of the Muslim dominance or Christian dominance in governance in Nigeria? What has it been? Where you have Christian ruling, where you have Muslims being governors, what has been their lives? Can you compare their lives with others or who are like probably being led by Alhaji and Deacon or Deaconess? It's all bobo. All to keep you together in a way that everywhere you turn to, you will be thinking you have something in common with them. Oh, they are Christians. Well, I trust him. He's a Christian. Oh, he's a Muslim. I prefer Muslim. El Rufai and gang, they were giving money to sheikhs, Islamic clerics in northern Nigeria. to be telling people the danger of not voting for Muslim tickets. Today, now Christians, now you, some of you, so they call yourself Christian, now you they do apology everywhere. And we made a mistake. We took this election as a religion. And we should, that's a political mistake. I hope you don't produce or procreate so that you don't have anything that will actually be like you still on this earth when you are long gone. And go there. They played you so much, then gaslighted you, bunch of terrorists, irresponsible criminals. They have now forced you. Although I'm a Christian, I don't like how the churches, how they are like talking about Muslim this thing. It's not, I mean, if Jesus was Jesus na Nigerian abi, na from Opobo, or where Jesus come from, Kafansha, Ondo Bolu, Oti Yawiri. Now you are there apologizing. See those they actually paid to tell people the danger. If they no vote for Muslim, Aramason, war go happen. Take it, and please, their choice of word is also very important. Take a listen. This was during the election. Oh, watch.
Abun mamaki shekaran jiya aka ce dan takarar arnan Najeriya ya zo Kano. To alhamdulillah mu kana da yake muna da karamci mun bashi masauki amma kusa da ƴan uwansa can stadium din bayan gari. Wannan abin da kuka ga an yi masa karamci ne, in jihar sa kaje kai ba za ka samu wannan ba. To abin da yafi bani takeici shine wai sai ga wasu musulmi an jajjera motoci za su shiga. To amma ne musu uzuri ko raba arne da makami ne? Ba wuce shi ibada ne ko? Amma dai wallahi ahir wallahi asara addinin ka za ka yi. Ka zaɓi arne ko mun lalacewar musulmi, aƙidar musulunci ta ɗari komai. A ƙa'ida idan ga arne ga musulmin nan kowane iri ne shi ake zaɓa saboda ya fi kusa da Allah. Amma idan ga musulmi to kuma nan sai a zaɓa a darji da baƙin ƙirin wara baƙi to haka ake yi. Wannan shine sirrin rayuwa. Amma gidadanci ne da ƙauyanci wai ka ce za ka tafi zaɓar arne yemami. Ka karanta tarihin Najeriya, duk lokacin da ka ji Najeriya tana zaune lafiya musulmi ne yake mulki, amma in dai su suke mulki to sai sun tayar da fitina, sai sun ɗana wata musibar da har bayan mulkin su muna girbarta. Yanzu kuna ganin duk fitintunin da ake arewacin Najeriya kun ɗauka yanzu suka faru? Wallahi tuntuni aka shuka mana su, yanzu girba muke yi. Kuma wallahi a lokutan mulkin su suka shuka mana wannan time bomb ɗin da yanzu yake tashi da mu. Ko mun lalacewar naka wani abun ba za a yi maka ba inda shi, kai ne baka san me ya tare maka ba, amma lokacin da ka rasa shi baka da shi to za ka gane kuranka. Ko mun lalacewar ƙyauren ƙofa yana ba wa ɓarawo tsoro, tsammani yake ƙofa a rufe, amma ka buɗe ƙofar ka wangale to ba wanda ya kai ka hauka, kuma ka ce Allah ya kiyaye. To ya kiyaye me? Kai ma baka nemi kiyayewan ba, dan kai ma baka rufe kofar ba. Allah ya sa mu gani.
Did you hear that? No matter what you do, don't ever vote for an infidel. What would an infidel do for you? They will create crisis. These are the kind of preachings so before the elections in northern Nigeria. Like direct one. Here is another one.
Any of them that feels Muslim, that is the one I should campaign for. Not because of anybody. I'm not after anything. Ba wani ɗan takarar da zai musulunci aiki. Babu. Ko a Kaduna sai da Allah ya amfani da wani gwamna ya taka ma arnin jihar nan burki tukun suka fahimci cewa. Amma ku tsaya kuna wani wuni adalci. Su suna muku adalcin ne? Su suna ɓoye gabansu ne? Mutanen Gombe ne ce da su ku Gombawa duka local government din kafare guda uku ne, amma kuna ba su deputy governor. A Plateau muna da musulmai amma sun hana mu komai. Muna ai malan ka san adalci. Jahili ne baka san adalcin ba. You don't even know the concept of adalci. So this is transformation. Go and vote wisely for transformation. Any political juggernaut has to fulfill 7 or 10-point agenda. We need security, food production, quality education, job opportunities, shelters for the sick.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
You see how I quickly switch when people were like, no matter how worse a Muslim is better than an infidel. Infidel is the word used by these rogues to describe their fellow human beings as a filth, something so dirty, not to be touched or associated with, talk less of it being above you. So if you are not in the line of Islam, you are a filth, you are a dirty thing, very, very dirty, horrible thing that they can't touch or relate with. Do you understand what that means in their tongues, right? In a supposed one like Nigeria, here is another weary.
Muke da Najeriya za mu iya gwada haka ne duniya ta yadda da haka idan aka yi zaɓe muka yi musu fintinkau. A wayi gari mun kada su a jiha ɗaya zuwa jiha biyu, sauran kawai riba kafa ce. Don haka ‘yan uwa maganar katin zaɓe asbaha darura, ya zama dole. Katin zaɓe dole, katin zaɓe wajibi. Rashin katin zaɓe taimakawa kafirci ne ya danna musulunci a wannan halin da ake ciki. Wani zai ce 'yan takara guda uku ne musulmi, ka bar wannan magana, muna zuwa kanta, za mu zo kanta, za a ga yadda za a yi. Ba za mu shiga zaɓe da 'yan takara musulmi guda uku ba insha Allah, za mu san yadda za a yi, kuma in ta kama to dai za mu nuna wa ya kamata a bi, abu guda ɗaya saura su yi haƙuri. Ba wai domin ɗayan ya fi kirki ba, domin lalura ce musulmi ya rike ƙasar nan. Wajibi ne a ce musulmi ke rike da ƙasar nan, ko yaya dai musulmin yake ya fi
forgetting the fact that these same religious wearies, they were promoting a drug dealer, drug pusher as the candidate, Muslim candidate. Do you see the hypocrisy in that? So if I am a drug dealer right now, and I identify as a Muslim, Alhaji Abdul Rashid Mayegun, so I'm like a drug dealer. So these criminals, they will tell you that I'm better. Like I'm better because I'm a Muslim. How does that make any sense? Does that even make any sense? Do you now see why their own type of Islam in Nigeria cannot be compared to the other Arab countries who are actually the ones who brought the Islam? Do you see the disparity? Do you see the difference? Hypocrisy, fraud, religious lies. And behind all of that facade is the violence that is there, that follows every of their actions. If you decide to oppose them, then they will bring on that violence, shouting Allahu Akbar when they are butchering people, when they are slaughtering people. When you ask them, why are you killing people? They will tell you they don't know why. It's because their sheikh told them they are infidels, or they said something about Allah, or they said something about this and that. So do you understand? That's behind this whole facade of this nonsense. And same thing goes to your pastors too, those ones with the vision. Mayegun, Mayegun, you know, I love you so much, but don't see, if you won't tell me, say, wait till I talk about your pastor, you know, like I'm just go straight to it. No, they tell me, say you love me so much. Which kind of love you decrease? Love with it, only love with it. Mayegun, I love you, so I love your program so much. But I want you to be very careful when you talk about pastors. Because you see, sometimes Nigeria is just a very funny place. You see, God will give the pastor's vision. And the vision is true, but you know, they are not supposed to go to the next door. I'm talking to the scammer who is taking the advantage of your own gullibility. Don't try to pass that on to me. It's not different. It's the same thing. when you see all these Islamic wearies, that will put, like I said, I will put the whole bedsheet over their head, trying to scare you away in a way to say, you know, seeing head, wala. That's what they called it when I was growing up. They say, oti yon sak, oti yon takada, yon wala. I don't know, I can't remember it. But something like wala, sha. That thing, they say if you get to something, you go get wahala. That's in a wahala. You go fear them. Scary stuff. Oh, scam. If everybody did their lane, I don't mind them. But when you see these criminals who are using Allah, Muhammad, Quran, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Atibebelo, to hoodwink people in making them believe that somehow, their religion is about to save them. If they choose those who identify with that religion. And afterward, they are on their own. They'll begin to see vision to tell you, now your mother-in-law, they do you. Now your mama with the village where you know they talk to again, and destroy your life. Oh, now your papa this and that, they destroy your business and all that nonsense they will give to you later. Because they have made you choose criminals that are they, identified through your religion, took advantage of you, even when they have no jack shit to do with your religion. So if I talk about them, I don't expect you to feel offended, but if you feel offended, we will share, so I can't help you. There's no two way to it. But I have something I want to say. You see, agenda or no agenda, Islamization, Yorubanization, and every other nation, that may come to your mind with this Tinubu's government. There is only one thing. Here you get. Now only one agenda Tinubu gets, and in people, enjoyment agenda. They are only interested in anywhere with the money day. If money no day here, they go create how money go come from there. You see all those Islamization and all the shon that majority of them think they've pushed under Bukwari. The problem here is this. These ones will come from Lagos. Now money that they look for. And anywhere where they go spend the money for the next 80 years. Where they can do what we call in Yoruba, Arumoje project that will never be completed though. They will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here and there. They will be commissioning and recommissioning it until they are done. Go to Lagos. You understand what I'm saying? There are projects of 22 years in Lagos still under construction. There are projects of 15 years still under construction. But whenever election is coming, they will repaint part of them, put them back in front of the people and say, look at what we have done in Lagos. Look at you know what I mean? They will do that. But you see all this Islamization agenda, Yorubanization agenda, and another thing that these characters like El Rufai and Co. kind of are hiding under. They may first start having problems with Tinubu. I'm just saying this now from my own observation, no, because I know these guys too. They may start having problems. Say, hey, that skinny cock must be appointed, because let me tell you something. From what we have heard so far, there are concerns. The concerns is that one of them is that it be like say now only people will come from southern Nigeria, especially Yorubas, that are going to be mostly appointed into Tinubu's government. Apart from the one that they say they must bring minister from every state in Nigeria, that one are constitution, Abi. Anything outside that, so they are sensing that maybe Tinubu is going to Yorubanize Nigeria, MDAs, ministries, departments, agencies, and all of that will be like Yoruba, Southerners, Yorubas. But I promise you this, like I said, all of them will won't come forward, Tinubu and Co. Sure you get. Now enjoyment agenda then get. They don't get agenda of how to mobilize gun for terrorists or whatever you. So terrorists going to do their own on this side. These guys will be doing their own on this side. The likes of El Rufai will begin to have problems. From what I heard, they said El Rufai. Listen to this, if you know, in their circle, things always start like rumors. Okay, then it will become the truth, and then they will be like, first they will deny, then when it becomes the truth, then they will just say, okay, yes, it happened. But listen to this. They said El Rufai was pushing. One, he wanted to be chief of staff to Tinubu. When they realized that Bajabia Amole is likely going to be that, they said he pushed for the secretary to the government of federation. That's the SGF. Something that can give him a sort of, administrative control. You know what I mean? Where he can begin to plant their usual. But you know something? He lost there too to George Akume. Now, what people are now saying is that they said El Rufai was pushing to be national security advisor. Now, you know, national security advisor job to the president, is not just somebody where they advise president on security. National security advisor gets in home place. You see, all of the security agents in Nigeria, they have their representatives that are working in that building. Police, Navy, Air Force, DSS, NIA, Niger Delta Militant, what do you call it? Boko Haram, this, then get representatives with the NSA reporting every day. It is when they bring all of their reports, that is when the NSA will have access to the national security information up to date. Now that information in go carry go give president, advise him on what to do with all of that information. All of you that they are spying on, those of you who are into money laundering, drug pushing, human trafficking, as well as those of you who are like corrupt criminals who are in politics, all your details, then get them. Nigeria president is with absolute power. And as they say, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Abi? So that's the job of an NSA. Is like the lifeline of the government. Somebody who can easily, or let me say, somebody who can either guarantee that there is safety, security, or there is insecurity. Now, if you now have the commander-in-chief who has his own personal agenda to protect criminals, all those information, they will be useless. They will just cherry pick on which one they want to use, which person they want to pick up, which other person they want threaten, which business they want destroy, which person they want, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a chess table like that. So they said El Rufai wanted to be the NSA. As things can they look like now, they say anybody who won't be NSA must have security kind of experience. Like you must have been, kind of somebody who has been in the force or who has been in the intelligence community, somebody who has been in that cycle. El Rufai lost in that too. I'm coming.
Okay, no problem. Bashir, this is the last question. You enter like this.
So he lost on that too. Now, why am I telling you all of this? A lot of people have already they've started seeing that. Just something I said weeks ago. You might think that Tinubu, in fact, you, the Tinubu supporters, you might think Tinubu is going to probably try to crush the vociferous opposition, the obedient and all that. No. I strongly believe that the first people they will first want to crush are the likes of those who did all the rigging, negotiated all the riggings, and all of how things come together for Kolu, the likes of El Rufai. You know something about El Rufai is that if he doesn't get what he wants, it will be the first to fire Tinubu. Are you listening? It will be the first to fire Tinubu if he can't get what he wants from it, from this whole thing. And that makes it interesting, as the Tinubu's newspaper today already published something like that looks like the beginning of them going after Buhari. That's a Bukwari. Anyway, talking about NSA, they said Nuhu Ribadu is likely going to be the NSA. They haven't really made it official, but it all starts like rumor too. They said, well, it's going to be. But something is telling me, don't quote me, oh. Something just keeps telling me that NSA, Ribadu, Fulani, NSA, with what I heard about the position and the, the influence that an NSA hold in Nigeria, would they actually, okay, then maybe it's just going to surprise all of you and just pick one retired general, Yoruba retired general, and announce him as his NSA. But for now, Ribadu name, they go everywhere. Ribadu. So today, Kalu was saying where he went to inspect the NSA building, National Security Advisor. I don't know what the name is called, okay? But we saw Kalu today. That's a Presidiote Kalu. When people started jogging at first. This one.
His charge by the State Security Service, the National Intelligence Agency, the...
Sure, you get like, somebody said he's hitting the road running. Hitting the ground running. Okay. So it's like a tour. Here is the other part.
Okay, no problem. Actually, this is the last message. You enter like this.
Yes, sir. General Abba is the National Coordinator of Small Arms and Light Vehicles Prohibition Center. National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Vehicles. Yes, General Ndaigo is the Director of Defense Affairs.
Training officers. We'll just show you around the gallery and we'll make our way to the...
This is a depiction of our counter-terrorist elements in training. And this is the end result, having rescued people being escorted through the safe corridor.
On the right, we have war-daring entries and intelligence summaries dating back to our participation in World War II and some pictures of our men in World War I. So just so that when people come to this center, they know that Nigeria has actually been involved.
Over here, Mr. President, presidential airport. So
where are we going to?
Let them see here.
Let's go.
No, I think you're going the other side.
don't need to take you inside there, sir. It's just yes, that will be my office. It's just the canteen. Your personal protection, the guards brigade. So we decided to depict them in the original form when we were the federal guards under the Queen's Own Nigeria Regiment. This is their motive. So I thought we should just play around and learn it. This is our national symbol, the eagle, the presidential committee, the SFC, I have a permanent secretary with me, its team. So in recognition of their unseen silent work, we decided to. Then finally we have the Falcon Island.
Position says we're losing. If I
Terrorism. This way, sir.
It was also requested at some time, based on your permission, to come and say thank you to you, sir.
So that was taking him on the tour of the building. You saw that, so I don't have to repeat that. I'll leave you to comment normally. But here is what Kolu told them, okay, after the walk.
This is the very first engagement you are having outside the presidential villa. This reinforces your commitment, your dedication, your inflexible rigidity to ensuring that the security misfortunes of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and by extension the sub-region are overcome within the shortest possible time. The very action of you coming to see the facilities in this office, which basically is your office, illuminates your desire to ensure that we have a safer country for all other undertakings of government on behalf of the people of Nigeria run smoothly. Mr. President, at this juncture, I want to ensure the total commitment and dedication.
That's the one that should come first. So let's go back to where they are giving him this, and then he spoke. Sorry about that. Back to it.
It is a great joy to see that we are getting proactive resources to prepare ourselves. Terrorism is not unique to Nigeria alone. It's across the world. And we have to fight it. we have to eliminate it completely. And we as Nigerians are looking for economic revival, prosperity, and development. Then we have to give priority to security. What I've seen here is a demonstration of intelligent effort to counter terrorism. It must be backed by knowledge. It's counter-terrorism that is not backed by knowledge. It's not going to be of any service to any nation. We are going to work on that together. The effort of the entire armed forces of this country must be put together in a way that will form one single focus on securing the country. You can't have a disharmony in an orchestra of this security plan. We must focus on one tunnel, coordinate, shared information, shared intelligence, coordinate and work harder. Then you cannot hoard those information. You cannot hoard the intelligence to succeed. I'm glad Nigeria is on path to succeed. We will. I assure you. And we'll make it a priority. And that is why I'm here this morning. First visit. I commend your efforts. I'm with you. Let me know what you need and what you want me to do. I'm ready. Thank you very much.
Before the national anthem is played, Mr.
Just some word salad. As somebody put it in the comment, they said it's just word salad, buzzword, nothing substantial, nothing credible, nothing promising, and nothing inspiring, just word salad. Imagine if I am your president. I'll tell you how I go address the security directors. Off and now, like the normal presidents, after they take me around, and I want to address them now. So thank you very much, NSA, for that beautiful tour. And it's quite a beautiful building with so many historical relevance attached to it as well. But while you are taking me on that tour, Mr. NSA, you were showing me the gallantry, successes of the past, of Nigeria in the past, where Nigeria gallantly fought on the side of law and order, justice, truth, and they saved and defended the vulnerables in and outside Nigeria. But I'm walking into this building today with my head bowed. And I am not here to give you a fancy word or sort of fancy this fancy building and every other thing in it. I'm actually here to see any of you who is here to actually make history with me. Nigeria is troubled. Of course, something needs to be done, and done fast. Rejigging the whole security architecture has already been. I came in with my team, and we came with a plan. Okay, this will be passed on to the NSA, which eventually will pass this on to you. And I want to see all the directors of all these agencies, MDs, and the rest of you who are working behind the scene, intelligence gathering and all that. Now, here is what I told the service chiefs last time I met them. I told them the states like this, and that, the camps where Nigerians have been kept as kidnapped victims, where the terrorists have been ruling and then controlling the areas that are no longer under Nigeria. I have the list here, Mr. NSA. All right, they will give you a copy. Now, I'm going to need this meeting to be reconvened in under 48 hours. Something is there to be done, and I hope you will be able to help me and help Nigeria. We need to keep this country safe, and enough of us sitting down in these fancy offices, okay, and remembering and kind of feeling cool about our gallantry past. Here we are, our people are dying, okay? And today, I have it on this paper, Mr. NSA. I don't know if any of you here know about that yet, or you should. 45 people have been killed in Sokoto by some lunatics. I want them found. I need them in 48 hours. I want something done. Like, show something. Maybe, I commend you. I got what you are doing. And everything you are doing in this place, and anything you need, we must keep this country safe and all of that. That's it. Hey, everybody, go. What is inspiring about that? What is, maybe it's just me, but in Nigeria, they already said, yes, we must fight terrorism. We must, fight the terrorism. Okay. I mean, enjoy it while it lasts. Anyway, I will be here sharing the details with you all the time. But talking about Kolu and the nightmare, Kolu self get nightmare. See, as Kolu is your nightmare. Somebody say, Mayegun, Tinubu is your nightmare as well. You are here because you kind of like Tinubu, Abi. And you are here to try and see if you can tell Mayegun to shut up, or Mayegun, give him a chance, or Mayegun, it is too early. Or you are here because of Kolu. Who is the nightmare? But there is, Kolu is the Shege Banza or Shege Dan Banza, okay? The Bokwari Pro Max, where everybody go collect, Abi. Now, Kolu self can't get nightmare. Drama happened inside the tribunal today. So before we go further, okay, if you are watching me right now on either Facebook or YouTube, okay, just take a moment. If you haven't really dropped your own offering, and that is like this broadcast, okay, go under it and just like it. Yeah, like it and share it if you haven't already. Let's call it a break. I'll come back in a moment.
As progressive thinkers, philosophers, under the umbrella of our party, has a very serious role to play in educating the people and making sure that we manage ourselves. One, I will take the opportunity to appeal to you on the leadership of the National Assembly. Maybe get a committee to see the Senate President, so that if there are areas, of conflict or inadequacies, then from there, collaborative leadership can straighten it out, can negotiate, and make a deal. We need to do some arithmetic and soul searching on the minimum wage. We will have to look at that. We are digging.
Some of you are already calling me President Mayegun General. That's kind of... So did I inspire some of you when I was talking? I was going too fast. Like person will say, push a co for mouth. President don't talk like that, Abi. Somebody told me that President Mayegun, now the president of the Temple of Truth you can be. President don't talk like that. You need to talk slow, like Kolu. You pick your words. I'm angry. People are dying. President is angry. President, when they're angry, they talk slow. Who big man help? You need to show to them that you are not happy. You are angry. This is not a merry war of you. Please don't show me building. Show workings. Sure you get. I know if you be president, so there's no point. So don't worry yourself. I would never have to disappoint you that much and say, I feel like president for once now. They even make you president, and I saw you go to talk. I say, that's why I go to talk. Oh. I know they talk like that again. You know, so something is about to go wrong, Gabi. Now let's go into their courtroom where drama happened today. Now, you see, one thing about the court is that you can summarize all that happened in the courtroom in just about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then you can make 1 or 2 and 3 projections that people can kind of, pieces together in a way that, they seems to be very much tagged along on whatever is going on in that place without having to read, my lord, this, objection, my lord, objection overruled, objection sustained, and all of that stuff, right? I could do that, but we don't have to. Until when they say they want to give judgment, and they give judgment, I will come here and read you the judgment. Or drama shele for their courtroom today. And what happened? It was the turn of Atiku to call his own witnesses. So they called the first witness, enter dog. And it was also the time for Tinubu's lawyers to question the Atiku's witnesses, including INEC too. Now, INEC, they here. Tinubu lawyer, they here. Atiku's witness, they inside the box. Question started. And they were kind of reading from first. They were reading from the first testimony. They call it testimony, witness testimony. Alaye come. You said Atiku should be declared the president. But Atiku no score 25% in Abuja. How can they declare him president? The witness responded, Tinubu said no score 25%. You declared him president now. What is wrong if you declared Atiku president? The whole court started laughing. Hang on, guys, how do you read all these comments on YouTube? Or is it just my eyes? Now my eyes, they pain me. This is too fast for people to read. How do you read all the comments? That you start responding or replying yourselves. How do you do it? I can't even read one. What the? Okay. You want us to declare Atiku winner? You know, score 25% for Abuja. They said, do you know that Atiku scored 15% in Abuja? He said yes. In this your testimony, you said Atiku is the rightful winner that should be declared winner, not Tinubu. He said yes. But this not 15% in score for Abuja now. I say, we can't declare him winner if he score 15%, but you declare Tinubu winner. Tinubu no score 25% too now. So they noted it. Another witness came on and they started asking again. Alaye, in your testimony that you put here as a witness, you said the APC rigged Nassarawa and Nassarawa must be cancelled because they rigged Nassarawa against Atiku. But the Labour Party win Nassarawa. Now, so the witness turned and said, no, Labour Party cannot win Nassarawa. Now, Labour win Nassarawa. No, sorry. I said, now Labour win Nassarawa. I said, no, Labour cannot win Nassarawa. So, but that's what, well, purported result. That's a purported result. Are you saying the Nassarawa result should be cancelled then for Labour too? He said, yes. First, he first kind of resisted a bit like, silence, like, what did they happen? Here is another one. They said that the two witnesses, two witnesses and their testimony, they were the same. So they now challenge you and say, Alaye, your own witness, your own testimony, and the testimony of that other lawyer there Now the same thing, word for word. Now the same thing you write. They say no, he wrote his own. That one wrote his own. So in a nutshell, the whole drama that witnessed in their courtroom today with PDP versus Tinubu, they are mainly about like, it's like PDP is kind of, not really into this. Well, that's for today. So then they called on the OB. No drama, no much, no nothing. They brought in all their boxes as usual.
Into their house. You're taking a video of me, man.
I don't take a video. Take picture, Gary. They said we not get. What state is that?
Nassarawa.
Put it there. Come. Sokoto. Very important state. Is that the only thing inside it?
There's no much offering. Okay, guys.
You see, they didn't put much offering. Maybe you can help us with that.
Apoti evidence. They call it boxes of evidence. Now result they there. INEC certified result. Sure you get. So Imo State, Sokoto State, Delta State, Ondo State, Akwa Ibom, Nassarawa, all these places and their evidence have all been admitted. And what could have been drama is that APC, Ebekebe, Tinubu's lawyer, Shittiman's lawyer, and the rest of them, the objection, my lord, they said they shouldn't accept the same election result that INEC stamped and gave to this to the lawyers, okay? And they said, "We objection, my lord, you cannot take that." You see, so the court is postponed or adjourned till tomorrow, but there is a problem. NLC said they are going on strike on Wednesday because of the fuel subsidy removal. Currently, there is already a court judgment that says they can't go to court, they can't go on strike. Oh, it is illegal for them to go on strike. But before now, they are already saying that NLC is Labour Party. They cannot call for strike in Nigeria. It's unacceptable. It no go happen. Why? Nigeria Labour Congress, Labour Party. Now, two different entities. Now, no, it's compromise. You cannot let. We are on that. That hasn't been resolved. But around 4 p.m. this afternoon, they say court say they don't go on strike. But before then, we have been hearing that even court say go on strike on Wednesday. You know they call the Jusun. What do you call yourself? The Judicial Union of whatever? Those who are the union of the judiciary, those who work within the courts. Jusun, Abi, they have given the notification that they are going on strike on Wednesday. The oil marketers of Nigeria, P-man, C-man, and every other man in their whatever, they are all saying that they are going on strike on Wednesday. But as Kolu is known, legendary Kolu, divide and rule master. TUC, NLC, they went to a meeting just a few days ago with Dele Alakori. Dele Alakori addressed the media and said they were talking and they are working on something to cushion the effects of the fuel subsidy removal. Now, this was going on behind the scene, fine. But Baba, negotiate. Today, yesterday, when they called them to come back, according to the Nigeria government, they said NLC no show. Now only TUC show. So Trade Union Congress, TUC, they started negotiating for new salary. Baba, 30,000 naira. People they hold, some state they hold like about a 4-year salary. 30,000 naira minimum wage. They no pay. Bokwari emptied the Central Bank of Nigeria 3 times. He even gave loan to these rogues. Paris club refund, you see. Nigeria was so indebted that when Nigeria was paying back her debt and got debt clearance under Obasanjo, when the people who collected, we paid their money back, okay, clear sum. They check it and check, we overcharge these people, give the money back to them. The money was returned back to Nigeria. Under Bokuwari, they shared the money to all of the states who can't pay the worker salary. Guess what? And so most of them go marry new wives. Others go buy new properties for Dubai. Others, the money just disappeared. The worker salary still unpaid to date. Now they are talking about increasing the salary to 100,000. Funny. No, it's not. In Kwara State, they are now designing another kind of a civil service policy. Make civil servant just work for 3 days, Jerry. Go and do anything else you want to do with your life for the rest 4 days in a week. Yes, because Nigeria has no money. So you see the gimmick of increase their salary, increase this and that. They are just gimmick. Same gimmick. So at the end of the day, by Thursday or Friday, they will tell you, okay, since Nigerians don't want us to remove subsidy, okay, subsidy is back, but petroleum is going to be 350 naira per liter, not 510 naira per liter, not 800 naira per liter, or maybe 400 naira per liter. They've reduced it so that everybody now, you to say, you see now, we have tried 400 naira per liter. I beg, collector like that job, last, 400. All of you go say, but they don't reduce them now. We'll take 400, forgetting the fact that maybe you don't know this. So, do you know? Okay, let me ask. Do you know that the only single entity that imports fuel into Nigeria is NNPC? Do you know that? No, you don't. Now you do. When they talk about oil marketers, fuel subsidy, ladies and gentlemen, from 2016, NNPC Nigeria has been the one paying for importing fuel to Nigeria. Only them. You know what they do? They got their boys and say, okay, you. Oh yeah, we'll give you license. So they are importing the fuel on behalf of NNPC. Nobody say people go abroad, go import fuel, to sell, No, NNPC has been the one officially importing fuel to Nigeria. So if the fuel they pay subsidy on found its way out of Nigeria border, where Amadou Ali is the DG custom. Abi wetin they call them? DG, Abi? Amadou Ali, that old man. So how did the whole vessels of a refined petroleum ended up in other part of Africa? Ask NNPC. Here you get. Because right now, a lot of you are shadow boxing. It's like throwing the bones to the dogs. Lagos Sabo Bakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris. The crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers. When they throw you that dog bone, you bump at it, Abi? No be so? The people that are scamming you, stealing from you, are therefore throwing the bone. Yeah, some people are taking the oil to Ghana. NNPC is the brain behind the whole fraud. They are also the people offering the solution. Ask them those they paid subsidy to. They won't tell you. Never. Ask them how much they pay to individual marketers who brought the oil into Nigeria. They will never tell you. Ever. Now you see, whatever they want you to believe, they'll tell you. And you will run with it. You will run into town with it. And you look so stupid. At the end of it, I mean, that's what I see. I'm sorry if that kind of feels somehow, yeah? So yeah, we don't know what is in stock. I would advise you to use whatever money you have right now to stock some food. Because the Abuja are terrible. No? I know what I'm saying. I have been there. I've seen it before. They'll play you back and forth. And they will say, okay, yeah, okay, fine. We are cutting the price. Okay, we'll reduce it to, that's it. 167 naira to 400 naira per liter. Dangote refinery will come in 2025. By that time, probably a liter of petrol would have turned to 1,000 naira. Let's look at this in 2 years. And me consult me, I'm not a prophet of doom. No be me go make those decisions. So if tomorrow I wake up and they say, oh yeah, it's done, refineries in Nigeria are working, I will give them the praise for that. Like, oh, well done, oh, they did it. But it would never work. Not me. I'm not the prophet of doom. You have elected dealers that you call leaders, they are your leaders and dealers of doom. You are their consequences, so to say, or should I say, you are the victims of who they are or who you are. Trust me, I have been there. They'll play you back and forth. Then you will settle for something higher. Your life goes on like that, and you find a way to adjust to that. That's on you. Like, yeah, don't ever ask me what is solution. Show why I mean. Why do people like to kind of pretend that they actually want to listen to the solution? See another way they ask me, say, hey, okay, after all of this now, what is solution? Break up Nigeria. That's the solution. Makpami. That one is saying, yeah, why break here, Amy? No be me go break am. You. When the do enter body, when he enter you very well, as you they dance to reggae, you they dance to blues. Sometimes you mix them all together. Now you go to shout, hey, wow, break up, whoa, break this country up, whoa, it shock you. Now time will tell, not me. Don't worry about me. No. If you continue like this, right? Ask your brothers and sisters who are today not interested in Nigeria anymore. It didn't start today. It was gradual. They once believed in Nigeria. So if you want solution and you see me, Mayegun, what is the solution? Me. Go on their own. That's the only thing you haven't tried. That's the only thing Nigeria haven't tried. You have tried military coup, it no work. You have tried regionalism, then break up. You have tried democracy, see suffering. See suffering to your long. See suffering. You try Fidi here, it no last 3 months. You look at that, try. What is left for you to try? Break it up. If it no work, we go call ourselves and say, we na play oh. So you get, when you have a republic, Kwararafa Republic, Biafra Republic, Yoruba Nation, even if you want Ijo Nation or Ijo Republic, may everybody shall go. If you no work, Shebi will be neighbor. We go begin to peep our head out for our border and say, Sugar Emeka, you there? I bet more come together. This thing no work, this breakup no work. That's the only thing you haven't tried. And that's the worst fear a lot of you have. And we also know why, they will never let that happen. Abi, where you go happen? Empires rose, empire fell. No be today. So you get, that's the only thing you haven't tried. Break up Nigeria. May everybody go their separate ways, Abi. If you no work, we can reunite and say we not play. Say, but no be you say you won't get Biafra at that time. Say, my brother not play. We don't come back now. It's not be you say you want Yoruba. But I know, you and I know that once we say good night, bye-bye, sink or swim. I be sink or sail, you won't be. Anything where we see, we'll go keep on like that too. And so many of us believe that we'll have it better than whatever Nigeria has to offer right now. I will tell my children to pursue that, even if I die before it's reality. That's the solution. Tell your children that's the solution. Mommy, what do you think Nigeria? This is your country. See, mommy, if I die tomorrow, or next tomorrow, or day after that, anytime they ask you what you want for Nigeria, just tell them you won't make them break Nigeria up. My spirit will not forgive you. If I realize say they carry green, white, green, when I die, I go deport, and I don't want to do that. Boy, tell your children that. Because that's it. That's the truth. Truth. Nigeria will lie to them like they lied to me, like they lied to you, like they lied to my own parent, like they lied to their own parents. It go better. My own children don't they shout up NEPA. Can you believe that? Even though NEPA don't die for about 20 years, your children are still shouting up NEPA. You shouted up NEPA. Your parents shouted up NEPA. Their own parents shouted up NEPA. Today, your own children are already shouting up NEPA. Up NEPA. Say, go long. I'm born for this place. My children my son don't they shout up NEPA. It's finished. There are people who can actually think like that. You can choose to go and pray and do all of those nonsense that they have told you before. Let us pray. Don't talk like that, Mayegun. Don't tell me what to talk like. Sure you get. Because one of the things that we have managed to defeat on this platform is that you can never be politically correct with us. No matter how she sounds, no matter how, I don't know, how, what do you say, unrealistic to you, you can't spoon feed us anymore with all those jargons that you did with our own parent. And we will not create our own lies just because we know that the reality is flawed already. Abi, how do you explain this? They say if you contest the election and you feel like you are cheated, where do you go to? You go to court. And the court is a sacred place where everybody should go and look for justice. So if you are right, if they are wrong, the court will decide, if the law will decide. If they are right and you are wrong, the law will decide as well. Justice, where everybody have a sort of almost equal satisfaction of seeking redress. Abi, Fabe Okuta then went to court. Tribunal said that they challenged the current governor. Oju window, now for window, the judge take escape. Nobody even know when the judge escape. Why? APC, they brought their people in. Ati judge, ati clerk, ati petitioner, ati respondent, alupa. I'm not joking, no. It made news. People will won't go court, go challenge election. They beat. If they say, oh, yeah, we are coming back to court on Friday, do you think they will go there again? Tell me about this.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to an election thief is to now, in bare face, begin to encourage thuggery and roguish behavior. I've played politics in Ogun State since 1999. Bar one incident in 2007, I do not have any recollection of any time in the history of our state where brigandage, misbehavior, thuggery, criminality, marauders and murderers have been elevated to the directive principle of state power, like has happened underneath the government of Dakwa Abiodun, the man I like to say, the select governor of Ogun State, because you couldn't have won an election that is still very much being contested. Today was the beginning of the opening of the tribunal, and obviously a lot of people will go there. It is usual for leaders of political parties like us to show face so that we can just show solidarity, not like we're leaving all our followers to do all the hard work while we sit in the comfort of our air-conditioned room. And in my habit, I don't move around with thugs or, miscreants. I alighted reasonably distant from the courthouse because I knew that parking would be a problem, and I proceeded to walk. As I moved towards the environment, I had seen the type of terrible characters that in decent societies they should be in prison, milling around and driving all over the place. Some of them are fairly known operators who play around their parks and garage and their ticketing and such beastly activities. I approached the court gate and
àtisẹ́tẹ́ àti ń parọ́ tipẹ́ àtisẹ́tẹ́ tìtó òdìmú òdodo òsì mọ́ àtisẹ́tẹ́ kágbádé fáláre kágbẹ̀bí fáláre àtisẹ́tẹ́ adájọ́ ń parọ́ torí owó àtisẹ́tẹ́ òṣèlú ń parọ́ nítorí ipò àtisẹ́tẹ́ èdò gbówó ń tẹ́ àtisẹ́tẹ́ ìjà ń jà aráàlú àtisẹ́tẹ́.
Anyway, that is the reality today. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how people sort of see this when they live very close or live within that space. But I would wish you what you wish yourselves. I keep saying that, right? So I'm going to take calls so that I can hear from people tonight before I go to bed or before you go to bed. All right. So what you're going to do for me is that like the broadcast if you haven't already. Okay. That's your offering. If we have over 3,000 of us right there, we should be able to have at least 2,000 of us with their devices to like the broadcast. All right. I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. I've got a few other things to say, but it's not going to be fair if the time is not evenly shared between us. So I'll keep the 100 minutes or 105 minutes I have used. So I'll listen to you. So help me like the broadcast. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share it as well, okay? And don't go anywhere, except if you need to go and do something else. Meanwhile, you can call in. The number on your screen, which is scrolling right there on your screen, it's a WhatsApp call only. Don't try and phone another. Don't call it directly. It is a WhatsApp call. And when I get back, I'll begin to take a few calls from yourself. And thank you. Don't go anywhere.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
What shall I say?
Thank you,
What shall
speaking tongue? I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello, Marigo.
Yes, sir. And who is this?
Bode Thomas ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ láti Nigeria.
Bode Thomas, Baba. That one a very familiar name. Anyway, how are you, Baba?
I do. Baba, ó ti sú wa o. Ìyà yìí pọ̀ o. Àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì fẹ́ pa wá ni o. Owó mọ́tò gbogbo ẹ̀. Wọn láàánú aráàlú o. Àfi k'Ọlọ́run jà fún wa ni o. K'Ọlọ́run jà fún wa ni o.
So, báwo làwọn èèyàn ṣe wá ń cope? How are people coping? How are they coping? Like, kind of surviving or blending it? Now, trekking or like transporting
trekking
yourself?
Trekking ni o. Èmi gan fara ń gbà o. Iṣẹ́ teacher mo ń ṣe o. Ní private school mo fara ń gbà o. K'Ọlọ́run ṣàánú o. Nàìjíríà yóò rọgbọ o. Àti bọ́ family gan is a problem. It's a problem. K'Ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa.
Àmín o.
Àdúrà kan máa gbà. Yorùbá nation yẹn ká gbà. K'Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún wa.
Àmín. Thank you so much, Baba. Here, I have another person on the line as well. That's Bode Thomas from Lagos. Yeah. Hello there.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mayogun.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yes, sir. Air Force One from yesterday.
Hey, Air Force One. Now I can put face on that voice. Yeah.
You know, I've just been calling you before. The guy that so let's just go through.
Sure, sir.
So, you see, Mayogun.
Yes, sir.
I think yesterday from the parliamentary thing that we did yesterday. I don't know if you go back there, you keep note of what everybody said. But I can remember that probably it's only me that said Nigeria should go their separate ways. As in,
I remember.
Nigeria should be dissolved.
Yeah. Go on, Baba.
You remember?
I do.
That this notion that, or this mindset that everybody has, like, okay, if we go our separate ways, all these elites will still be the one try to rule us. Because that has always been what everybody always think that. Oh, if we go, Tinubu will still be the person. If we go, Akpabio will still be the one. If we go, people like in the north, what is Ahmad Lawan, all those corners, Dandola, it will not be like that. Now, from everything you said today, the one that really pissed me off, that's been pissing me off all this while, and I've been trying to be open-minded about. When it comes to religion, I don't like criticizing any religion, okay? Because my own belief is that if I don't know what they do in Islam, okay, or what they do in Ifa people, the Abalis, whatever they do there, I shouldn't gamble into it or criticize it, okay? Because I don't know what they do there.
Right. That's
now, as a Christian, I was born in. No, hold on, I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
But as a Christian, okay?
Right.
My point is, I will stand on my own Christian thing. Let Ifa people stand on their own thing. Islamic people stand on your own belief. Don't be forced. Respect everybody's religion. Don't impose your religion on anyone.
God bless you.
And let me tell you another thing.
Yes, sir.
Any religion that shares human blood is not from God.
100%.
So all this Islamization and colonization, we've been hearing this thing for over 4 decades. 4 decades. We've been hearing it. When are they going to stop this nonsense they are doing? And to even watch the situation, you will see a fellow human being call them infidel.
Like, why would you
so to me, they are possible to be. Yeah. For me, I'm saying Islam now as a cause, as an insecure, really, religion that is insecure. Because if you study people who are insecure, an insecure individual, you know how they are. Because if you really believe what you believe, you don't have to kill someone because they abuse Muhammad or whatever they call his name and burn them alive with fire, like that Deborah lady that they did. So all this Islamization, Muslim agenda, Islamic agenda, who told them that God will even breathe into that kind of agenda and it will come to life?
It's purely selfish as well. It's not for anybody. It's just a smoke screen of what they are really doing. It has nothing to do with religion. But unfortunately, religion.
It doesn't have that. That's what I'm saying. It's just like court. It's a court. It's a court. Because at this moment in time, they left me no more. They left me with no choice anymore. I've seen that religion call Islam as a court.
Right. Let me take another one. Air Force One. Most of our time as usual, right? Thank you for
all right, my
sir. Yeah. And here is another caller. Hello there.
No.
Ima?
Hey, my.
Omoyemi, how you doing?
Wow, uncle. What is that? You between my wife. Don't tell me to be president. So they cut a judge to go to Facebook.
It's a good general. I know.
President, my good general.
I spoke. If I was your president, I don't go inspire you. Won't you just feel like the president talking?
That's not your
as president, I go do. So that will go and call you and say, yes. Well, look at that one.
That's why I said you cut it and put on Facebook.
I know.
So we cannot take my rufai. That's the agenda even before the election.
It does.
Prophecy Islamized in Nigeria. Even Tinubu knows, and that's why they supported him. Tinubu knows that's why they supported him. And Tinubu, as I'm looking at it, is going to play a very dangerous game with them. Because he has the power and he has got the power that he wants. And for him to come and play Muslim ticket, it's going to be very difficult for him because his wife is also a Christian. I believe
they will start attacking him now or making his government ungovernable. Imagine people of your party.
Yeah, that's what they will do.
Because you won't dance to what they are demanding.
Yeah,
so he should then use his office to arrest them. But can he? Do that.
No, for where you cannot.
It dare not.
So there's a big problem. Oh, the man that is talking, just call that place for Facebook.
I know. You just wanted to laugh, and you've done it, Baba. Go to another person. I know a lot of you probably you found that space or that spot, that part funny. I hope my message is passed still. Hello there. Hello, can you hear me? I actually just took one. Okay, so let me take another one. Now I actually know this. Muhammad. Is that you, Muhammad?
Yes.
Your mouth provoke me, you. Do you understand that? Don't try to pass blame when you want to. You know what I mean? I don't want to take you that route again. Now, well, immediately I saw you, I was like, okay, that's you. Like everybody else, right? You have the floor.
So, I want to talk about this issue of religion and politicians.
Good.
But before that, something happened this morning. Okay, let me speak to you with Yoruba. Me, my boy,
you won't do much of that. So you either mix it, Baba, because of when you meet to Yoruba, you get. So you have to mix it to be able to communicate back.
Okay. Did you notice the did you read the comment section of after yesterday's parliament?
Well, I did, but not after. I was reading when everybody is having their chat, and I saw where you went there and said, was it you who said this place is so toxic? I cannot hear my view. I cannot say my mind, and you are bringing my family into it. I actually feel bad for that, okay? But I can't control how people react. Remember that. But what do you see? What did you see in the comments?
Do you know what happened?
Tell me.
This morning I got a text message telling me that because I don't have sense, that because my grandfather is Alpha Belore, and because my dad is Justice Belore, who is handling a governorship tribunal right now, that's why I'm coming to my Egun's program to come and say nonsense, of which that I am one of the people that my Egun's program is going to deal with. Do you understand? I believe you're the CNC of this program. That's why. Yes, I can send it to you after this program. I can send you the message and the number. The number will start from +447.
That's from the UK.
I can send it to you.
How did they get your number? That's kind of strange.
That's what I don't know. The person went to do serious research, because the way the person was talking about my family is not funny.
Your family is it's not kind of a small secret family anyway. So the moment you put that name up yesterday, it's like you flagged yourself.
I regret doing that.
You know what I mean? Like immediately I saw Begore, I was like, oh, is that really Begore? You know what I mean? But again, that doesn't warrant anybody sending that kind of message because of your view. Okay, people are angry. You can tell people are upset about almost everything in Nigeria right now. No one is pretending, right? But you don't deserve that. Okay, and I hope it will stop.
Anyway, this issue of religion, Nigerians need to be smarter. Do you understand? Nigerians need to be smarter. These politicians, they just use it as a trump card when it's time for elections, and then they use it because they say religion is the opium of the masses.
That's right.
They start saying, pray to God, do this one, blah, blah, blah. Our politicians are just using it to subdue the masses. That's just the truth. If they believe in God, Nigeria will not be the way Nigeria is right now. Nigeria will be better. They are just religious, but they are not spiritual. So they are just deceiving themselves. That's just what I wanted to say.
Thank you, Muhammad, for that. And then, it's short and simple. And like I said, we don't have that kind of traits on this platform, okay? But whatever those who kind of took on that to come after you, right? They only just took advantage of that flagging, okay? But nevertheless, just stay safe, Baba. Over there. Now, I have another caller on the line here. Hello.
Hello, my good general.
The Prince Jejeman. How are you?
I'm fine, Baba. You?
Adeo, Prince. I just see my computer of you on Alato. El Rufai is cooking something. And it be like now from there, fire go start. Oh, here you are, the Prince.
Baba, we thank you. The way you address the nation, you see me at the clap.
You saw that, eh? Now I found though.
Yes, that's.
I felt like I was talking too fast.
Call no near you now,
No reach.
Call no reach at all. Baba, we hail you, well done.
Thank you.
You see, Baba, the thing, thank you for the voice you are giving us, okay? So, we'll continue to talk.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully one day, our prayer will be answered, I want to use this opportunity to ask everyone, including the obedient, everyone in Nigeria, to put hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu. Because an injustice to one is an injustice to all.
That is right.
Everyone in Nigeria now, if they want to be free, Nnamdi Kanu must be free first of all, before they would talk of their own freedom. That is one. Then secondly, Baba, we are not letting everybody that is praying for Nigeria to be progressive and moving forward is a bad prayer as of this moment. Nigeria is now polarized with terrorists. In our military now, different kind of people are there. Yeah, we don't have military. Police, different kind of people are there. Custom, you saw the one turning like a airplane. We don't have security. Nigeria do not have security. And once a nation doesn't have security, that nation is not existing again. So this is the reason why we are calling on everybody. Put all the energy you are using to do obedience and obedience. Put it in fighting for Biafra nation. Put it in fighting for Duduwa nation. Put it in fighting for Kwara Republic. Put it in fighting for Arewa Republic. Okay? Then when we have gotten our nation, first thing that the first victory is that we will cut off all these people that are coming with cow, hiding behind cow. Yeah, they are terrorists behind the cow. You cut them off completely. They can't enter your border, just as the Cotonou is, Togo is. Nobody is entering there. You don't hear kidnapping there. All right, when you have cutting that off, then we now go to our region. Then Ojus Okalo and Co. Hopeless, those of them, they will now run in because they are professional career politicians. They will now come in. They want to rule in Biafra. Okay, we will now we'll show them our own constitution in our own language, in Biafran language. See the constitution. Our tradition say that we don't honor thief here. Okay. You want to rule? You say yes, okay, we'll put you in government. If you go there, if you see people's money, 1 naira, you go in for it. You say okay. Once you go there and steal, everybody will just troop to the Ojus Okalo house. Coco on the door. Come out, Baba. Coco on the hopeless house. You will come out. Where are our money? Where you steal? Our destiny? Where you steal? Where is it? Then they begin make gragra, say angels they come from Nigeria, say no consequence for their crime over there, all right? What you go do for them and their children, we will leave their wife because we go marry and go there. Them and their children are pie, that go just do pie, because if their children, if the children grow, the blood of chief will enter them too. Them too will one begin to paralyze our life.
To the Bible punishment. We talk say they go punish you from 1 generation to the 7th generation. Abba. See,
I'm telling you, Baba. Exactly.
Thank you so
Thank you, Baba. Well done.
I have dropped
Thank you, Baba.
Hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag free Oloye Sunday Igbo. Hashtag referendum is
Igbo.
not a war.
Thank you, dear.
They're all in the comment section. Please do your part. And then I know.
Thank you, Baba. Well done. Thank you so much.
Nice one there. So I have another call on the line here.
Oh,
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, it's me.
Good evening to you. How are you, ma'am?
Good evening, yeah. I'm good. And you? How is the family?
I'm very well, and we are thanking God for that.
Good.
Thanks, ma'am.
All right. Yeah, you know what?
Yes, ma'am.
What people have been saying and everything you've been saying about these things, they're asking you, what is the solution? What is the solution? The solution is simple, right? Let all of us join hands together. Just like what the previous caller said. Let's channel all our energy, our effort on this. Like, okay, this Nigeria is not working. We've done so many things. We've tried so many things, but this is not working. Can we just like do this, like what you said? Do something else. It's so simple. Why do you have to stick to, yes, it has to be Nigeria. Yeah, if you like the name, you like the name Nigeria. But the name is just name.
Just name.
It's just name. It's just a name. So there's nothing. There's nothing. It's just a name. And unfortunately, we were not even the one that named that country Nigeria.
Exactly. There's actually nothing in Nigeria that you can say is linked to naming us Nigerians. Come on.
Yeah, nothing. Can't we just think straight? We really need to change our mindset on this issue. And that of religion as well.
Yes.
Religion, these people are saying this Islam, Christianity, and all sort of. Islam says there's no compulsion in religion. You can't force anybody to practice your religion. It is not possible. You can't be doing this. What these people are doing is not about religion. I want people to understand that. It's not about that Islam. It's no. People should just listen. If you care to know, ask. Religion in Islam does not say, oh, you have to kill people, you have to force people. Okay, well, if they are doing jihad, at least they are killing people, they're raping people, they're raping children, they're raping old people, they're doing everything. It's not religion. This is not religion. They're just hyping on that Islam, like, oh, they want to Islamize Nigeria, all sorts of things.
Anyway. It is just about taking power. They are not Islamizing anybody.
Exactly.
Oh, you are a Muslim, Abi? Come, let's put you here.
Yeah, I am. I am a Muslim.
You are a Muslim. Put you there. Shop money.
Yes,
there.
of course.
Is that what religion teaches them? Stealing?
No. It's even religion say, Islam say, if you kill one person, just one person, that means you kill the whole community. Just one person, I'm saying. That means you kill the whole community. And if you save one person, that means you save the whole community. So how did they see their own killing and not killing? And if they're saying about jihad,
they have taught that chapter away from the Hadith and the Quran. They've taught that away. They don't need that one. This time around, it's about fear. Fear.
But that is not what religion. That means they're not Muslims.
They are not.
And if they're calling anybody dirty, filthy, or whatever they're calling people, it's not allowed for you to call anybody, to condemn anybody.
No.
It's not you.
It's unfortunate.
It's not you that we tell them you are this and that. No. Even if you say you follow and not remember, it did not do whatever they are doing now. Who told them? Because I read someone said, oh, they are mad or something like that. No. There are a lot of things people don't. If you want to really know about the religion,
these are the ignorance.
Do the research.
These are the kind of ignorance we are talking about that these people are leveraging on. Okay. And they have army of ignorant people that they believe that
exactly.
If they say Allah said, they don't read that Quran themselves. They just listen to these guys.
They Quran. To be honest, I don't know, but I don't read Arabic.
Right.
I don't know anything about Arabic. And I must tell you, I was born into Christian family.
Right.
My grandpa was a Christian. Right?
Yep.
Even buried in the church. You understand? Right. My daddy changed to Islam. So we didn't even like, oh, we know, I mean, we read Quran like the Arabic. But I did the thing by myself. I read Quran, English Quran by myself to know, because God, I mean, he says, yeah, to understand, he says, know me before you worship me. And you seek knowledge. Seek knowledge. Don't just say, okay, people are saying this and that, and you just speak. Don't be a dumb.
It's sad.
Read this Quran. Read the English. Know what it says.
English. Read it in other languages.
Read it in English. Read it in Yoruba. It's Yoruba. Yoruba is there.
They are Yoruba version.
Yeah, it is Yoruba version. So read that. What led to the jihad? What led to the jihad? The Muslim attacked the so-called unbelievers. Did they intentionally? Were they the one that attacked them? What led to it? People need to know these things. These people, what they are doing in those northerners. It's not about religion, please.
See, how do you turn a political campaign into a jihad in a country that has Muslim, Christians, and unbelievers? Sabi?
Christian, even
how do you turn that into jihad in Quran that says jihad?
People that are saying, Eledumare, they're not, we can't say they are unbelievers. That is their own faith.
It's their own belief.
That's what they believe in.
We shouldn't call them unbelievers, right?
No, we don't call them unbelievers. That is their own faith. Really, they have not been Muhammad. The time when he was like living, they chased him out. He went to someone, the person was a Christian, and the Christian harbored him, saved him, rescued him, and he stayed with that Christian for so long. So what are we saying?
Oh, they won't.
What is our problem with that country?
It's
Let's break this country. This thing is not working. We don't have the same mindset. No. We don't think the same way. Why should we force ourselves together? What is wrong with some people that is the same thing in Nigeria? What is wrong with our Yoruba? That is like they just want that Nigeria. There's nothing in Nigeria. That Nigeria is just a mere name.
It's unfortunate. See, Ajia, let me take
all right. Thank you so much. Well done. Thank you so much. Bye.
You too. Yes, man. You have a good one, okay? Ajia is calling in from the UK here. So I have another caller this time. Hello, ma.
Married, I've been trying to get through things.
Finally, you got through, man.
It's good to get you today again.
It's such a pleasure. Thanks so much.
I've seen what Rufai is trying to play. But I don't want to pay attention to that now. I just want to say something.
Okay.
I believe most of the judges that are involved in this tribunal case, whatever it is, whether Supreme Court or whoever, I believe some of them will be watching your show. Trust me. If they don't watch, maybe the assistants, because they go.
Would have stumbled on it a few times.
Yeah. They don't trust me. They seek public opinion. They know, they'll try to know the temperaments of the public, both through the Twitter's space, YouTube page, YouTube space like this. So they seek opinions without we knowing. So I believe maybe they will stumble in what I'm about to say now. I want to remind them of something. Yeah. I want to remind them of something if they come across it. Let them know that no matter the amount of money they want to collect, it is not compared to the life there's no comparison to the life of their children. They might enjoy it today, but their children will never enjoy it. No. Because you see what is coming up in Nigeria will shock people. You see Tinubu, yes, Tinubu might give them trouble. There will be a confusion in the camp of the enemy. But Tinubu will show the whole Nigeria shege. Trust me.
He's already doing that.
Tinubu is not interested in anybody. The only person he's interested in is in his family.
That's right.
That adage they used to say that Tinubu used to put the people that he works with people for a long time. He works with people for a long time because he has a vision. He has a focus. And his focus is on this presidency that he's in today.
Which he finally got.
He knows that someday in his life, he has the ambition of being a president. So he has no other choice because of his background, because of how he has soiled his hands, to play the role of buy his friends with money, buy his friends with conspiracy theory. That's the role he has been playing. If you are too tough, he buy you. If he cannot buy you, he clear you one side.
Clear you out of here. That's true.
So clear you out of the way. So he has gotten to his greatest achievement in life.
The zenith.
What is the next achievement? If Tinubu as an ordinary man can manipulate Maradona, the whole Nigeria, and get to where he is, even at the old conspiracy that was so obvious. The manipulation is not just, when people are manipulating the country, it is not obvious, but this one is obvious. Yet, he made his way at this point that is so obvious. My dear, Nigeria should just tie their wrap very hard.
Like,
number one,
owes them nothing than the shege he came with. So he can't feel guilty about anything per se.
He can't feel
remorse of anything per se. He can't feel your pulse. I'm following you. For those who don't have a clue of what is coming, let's listen.
Now, let me shock you.
Please.
The rate at this man was able to achieve this. That same rate he can achieve in adding to your constitution. Are you listening to me?
I am very much all attentive.
Because, and I want to let you know that the only savior for this country that is these judges that I'm talking to. Because their children will be made a slave very soon. Now, they should watch out for what will happen. If Tinubu lives after 8 years, if they don't do anything soon, this Tinubu government will turn to government of Putin. He will stay there.
Change the law.
Monarchy
outside. Crush everybody. Wow.
You see, monarchy is loading very fast in Nigeria.
But people will resist him. No, it won't be easy, don't you think? Like, it won't go down well. It doesn't mean I won't try it. The
same way you thought that it would be easy for somebody to manipulate the election,
and they did.
In INEC, with the wrong results, with the obvious results, with the beavers they promised you and I, with the IRF they promised you and I, and they did worse, not being a governor.
You know where you beat me, ma'am? You know where you beat me? 8 years ago. If you tell anybody from Southern Nigeria that one day they will be running away from Fulani terrorists, they will tell you it's impossible. I know people who told me that all the terrorism in Northern Nigeria, the moment it crossed down to the South, Nigeria will break up. Today, now we pay ransom to terrorists in Southern Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
It is possible. I take all that back. I agree with you.
If what happened in INEC can take place in a broad daylight,
anything
and happen. Nigeria, they keep pushing them, they are not doing anything, and yet we are not doing anything. If the judiciary can be bought in this manner, and yet Koro afternoon, nothing is happening, and you tell me that the same people is appointing now, that is his cartel, but he's forming his own cartel now.
They are
will not still go ahead and lobby whatever constitution he will do. He will sit for third term. Hey. And honestly, unless he's not alive, because you know why? I said this thing during the election. I said the person that is speaking for the presidency is not just Tinubu, but his wife. Tinubu is power thirsty. His wife is dangerously power thirsty. Forget about Christianity. She's not a Christian. That one just enters Christianity out of the political ambition of today.
Wow. Pastor Remy. So we can see to write
whatever is political ambition that thinking.
Yeah.
You understand me? He had it well planned out. They have it well planned out. Now, there's no reasonable woman on earth that will leave Tinubu under his condition to vie for presidency, even with all these immorals that was acted in this election.
I thought as much.
But because of our police, because she's vindictive, she is a vindictive woman. Because of our position, forget about those. When the chicks are wearing a smooth face, calm face, innocent face. Is it not the same one that asked the Igbos to leave Lagos the other time?
Now that we can't trust the Igbos. Igbos, we can't trust you.
You understand?
We gave you everything.
It's the same person that coming to parade to you like.
I mean,
like
how could you even say that? Former first lady of a state. You're not just even the wife of a politician. The former first lady.
Our problem in Nigeria is that we forget a lot. We forget a lot of things. People say things and get away with it. In the next 10 years, they come back. I won't be surprised that Hush people will come back and become a governor or president.
Somebody just said that
they
too.
Come back and say another thing.
Uh-huh.
You understand me? Now, this woman, you saw it playing out. And you know the funny part of it?
Tell us.
The whole members of Tinubu's family are desperate for power.
Honestly speaking, I don't know if you have been following them that much too. All of them are currently carving out different positions for themselves officially.
For themselves.
Since their papa got
which have never been done.
I've never seen
anything. So you need to get yourself prepared.
No.
You are telling me that you have no business to do with Lagos State. Going to Lagos State is like starting from ground. If you don't take time in this nation, you will rule this nation.
We have a long way. Scary stuff. So
there's power in networking. That guy has a dangerous network. And if you watch the line of people he's putting around him, are the people that knows what he knows.
Yes. What money
people
cannot
that are
do.
protecting the same interest.
I know. Remember, what money cannot do, more money will do it.
More money will do it.
Yes.
Now, it is that somebody came into presidency of 8 years and started to push to 12 years, 15 years. It is one person that will always start it. Obasanjo pushed for extra 4 years.
They are already calling him.
He could not do it.
They are already calling him Nigeria Pobia. He hasn't spent a week there, no. They said Nigeria Pobia.
You understand me?
Is that not a cause?
I say that that's what is loading Mayegu. If that man rule, the wife was a senator, that woman will start to be the first woman president in this country. Go and mark my words. But let their plan does not work out.
People will eventually now. It's Nigeria. See, you know one thing, my
Nigerians are cowards. We are cowards.
I know. I agree. See, I agree. But if you know that, despite all of that, despite the old people kind of queuing behind Buhari's bullish, government, there are people who actually stood their ground, ready to die, and showing to them that we will not bow, we will not be coward, we will not be pushed. Yes, use all your power you want, but eventually, Buhari didn't win. No. Buhari left as he came. He probably couldn't deliver what he promised them, right? So again,
Buhari could not deliver because even under Buhari government, another cabal was working, which is Tinubu's cabal.
Right.
So you learn from the person that has made mistakes.
So you know
under Buhari's government, there's a lot of.
I know. Let me take another one, so that we can just do it like we always do, like cha-cha-cha, and hear from others too. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much. Right? Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
So I will call. I'll take this.
Others too. It's a pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Well, give God the glory. Thank God for all that you do.
Thank you.
And for you and your family. I pray that the Spirit of the Lord will continue to abide with you.
Amen.
No evil shall befall you or your family.
Amen, man. Thank you.
You see this air with fire. That man is a cost to that country. Firstly, the Boko Haram. The air with fire doesn't hide it. That he is one of those who brought Boko Haram into the country. He said it himself, openly. That they brought those people, yes. And after that, during Buhari regime, he was the one that was suggesting we should bring in another mercenary to help combat this Boko Haram. Bear in mind, bringing in another terrorist.
Remember?
Yes. Yes. And now in Southern Kaduna, in Benue, the killings of those Christians continues. And everybody just turned a blind eye.
Blame game.
And this man now publicly put his voice out there that the Muslim ticket is for this purpose.
Yes.
Isn't that scary enough? I was watching a program yesterday in which a church was burned down in Aja, in Lagos. They said, oh, they find the guru, the man that was meant to help them clear their toilets, whatever, the pee.
Right.
Fall in there, and they were so quick to build a story. Oh, they find the guru in there, his eyes has been removed, his torso has gone, his neck has gone. That was why they burned the church.
Yeah.
Nigeria better wake up. Because I was reflecting on this. And even everybody just join in. And that is one thing with Nigeria. They will not ask for the fact. It's just for one person to cook up a story and everybody just, this is jungle justice. We must be part of it. That was what happened with Deborah. Deborah, they cook up a story and everybody just joined. And they killed that girl, burnt her. The next minute, we don't know where the killer is. He has traveled back to Niger until today.
And you know something, man?
No
in January,
yes.
they discharged them and acquitted all of them. They arrested them. They discharged and acquitted all of them because the prosecutor, Nigerian police, they never showed up in court not even for once. When court was tired, they said, you know what? See, just go. Murder charges or murder case. So police Nigeria didn't show up. Is that not deliberate? Didn't we know? I mean, don't we know that was deliberate?
And you can see what happened in Ondo. The massacre. You know what happened yesterday? I was like, Nigeria better brace up. It is in the south already. They will just start burning churches and whatever, and making up one excuse against the church, against this, against that. And the same thing I said, when this so-called Khan was, there is no harm in Muslim ticket. There is serious harm in Muslim ticket. It's done. It is done now.
It is done.
But we need to keep our eyes open.
You know one thing, man. Rufai in that video said that people said Muslim ticket was to Islamize Nigeria or to make the Muslim dominate others. But we told them, no, it's not true. But of course it's true now. That's why he said in that Hausa. He said, people raised the alarm that it is it's about Muslim dominating others in Nigeria. So we told them it's not true. Then he turned and he was like, of course it's true. And they all shared Allah Akbar. Continue, man.
And you can see what is coming. You can see everybody is trying saying, what Rufai is saying or said is going to set Nigeria in a place. Do you think Rufai care? Was Rufai not part of people that are already setting the country ablaze? People should just wake up. And Nigerians should be more vigilant. Because now they will find one stupid story to cause mayhem. And it is so easy. People don't even look for the fact or anything. They just join it.
They just run with it.
They burn the church, everybody just joined. They killed Deborah, everybody joined. What is going on in Southern Kaduna, nobody dare ask or raise any alarm. They are killing people in the eastern Nigeria. Nobody blink. This is so scary. And at the same time, they are forcing the country to hold. When Colin was coming in, they made him come out and say, there will be nothing about dividing this country.
Did you hear that word when he said that? When he said that as long as this world exists, Nigeria will exist and it will never break. What happened to the restructuring they used to campaign since the time of Nadeko? Dead. Okay. Now, Deco people, they Pawarabi, people will promise restructuring of Nigeria every time there is another government there when they were in the opposition. Now they have the power now. Would they restructure Nigeria?
These people are 419. 419. They know how shallow Nigerians are. Just throw a bone to the dog and everybody will run. They promise restructuring openly. And at the same time, he was telling them there will be no, Nigeria will not be solved.
No. Restructuring my put.
Where do we go?
Scam name.
And Fatima doesn't hide it. That one came out and said restructuring my foot.
Yes. And it's
because these so-called Arewas, these so-called Northerners, I'm so sorry. To me, these so-called their leaders are parasites. They are parasites.
They benefit no one but themselves.
That's it. And that was why they want this so-called Adumajiri system to continue.
That's right.
Up in the north. And not only in the north, they've moved it to the south. And every part of the country. Because those youths that are now high on drugs, no education, what is the future? And you will hear in Southwest, you will see people then say, colos on colos on colos on colos. And people just laugh.
You don't hear that one too, man. Drug, also, drug abuse.
That's drug. And no one is seeing it as something big or something dangerous.
No.
People need to now start waking up. What is the future for these youth in this country? On colos, they have this different type of drugs. Name it. India hemp. When we were growing up,
I saw them hailing a Valium from a balloon. I was like, eh?
Yeah.
They say, yeah, they are hailing Valium. So to get them high. I was like, Valium? See, hello, man.
Yeah.
Let me take another one too. Thank you so much for all of this tonight. Okay. I appreciate it. So yes, ma'am. I will take another caller, which is currently, unfortunately, lost. So I have another person on the line. Osita. One name. How are you, sir?
I will not lie to you. If you didn't pick my call today, I won't be happy because yesterday I tried getting.
See, Osita, let's be honest. There's never a time that you miss or I miss getting you on here, that you left and then you felt happy. Tell me, you would never kind of feel happy. You meant to pick up the phone and start calling. If you don't contribute that night, I can only imagine what it is like for you that night. So yeah, I know what it is. Good enough that I'll make you happy tonight because you are connected. Go on.
All right, my brother. Well done, my brother. You've always done well.
Thank you very much.
You are leading well.
Thank you.
I wish the Nigerian leaders, they can look at you and take a clue from you.
Thank you.
The most important thing for every leader is to have a good listening ear.
That's right.
You know, because I wanted to start with Mohammed, you know. The way he started, that was not the same reception that you followed with him. But I thank God maybe he's trying to...
I just love his courage. You know what I mean? Like some people would have run away, Osita. But he kept coming back. He just it's like it feels like, you see, you know what?
Yeah,
I don't believe in most of you know, go on. Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to get himself together, but the truth is, I want to tell him
and understand how we
are. I want to tell him I want to tell him something.
Tell us.
His name sounds like one of them. And I'm telling you the truth.
He's a grandchild
if you have to come out to the
Begore. You know their family.
Yeah.
The good family in
I know. So I know. So the moment you come outside and you want to talk, even when you say the truth, somebody's going to poke your eyes. Let me just tell you.
That's right.
I know you're listening. Somebody's going to poke your eyes. The reason somebody's going to poke your eyes, it is not left for you to come here to talk. I'm just advising you. But inside within you, within your family, you should start communicating the pains of the people that you meet on the street. Because this Mayegun program you're looking at, it is the real street. Yes. This is where we come to exercise what we have in our heart.
Yes.
Because NTA is not going to give it to us. Channels is not going to give it to us. AIT is not going to give it to us, but this is where we can digest it. So if somebody gets your information to call you or to send you a text message, that person did no wrong. That person is trying to tell you that no matter whatever happens, nobody is invisible that is created of God. As far as God created you, no man is invisible. So don't take it wrongly that somebody sent you a text message.
To harm you.
No, don't take it wrong.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. So don't take it wrong. You should be able to digest it and know the kind of pain that people are going through. Because when they talk
at
about...
the same time, Osita, I want you to tell our people too, don't take things too so personal. You begin to dig the background of people because of what they say on this program. Okay, don't scare them that much away. It is not nice.
For one,
mm-hmm. Nobody
I for one,
please.
No, I for one, I don't think I have the time, and I don't think somebody should have that time, because I am not blaming. Nobody should blame him from where his path came into this earth.
Yeah,
the path that he used in coming to this earth. Nobody should blame him because he didn't create himself. You understand? So no, I don't believe. I don't believe it could be somebody too who is in his own domain.
Yeah,
people that
maybe even
they
be
belong
somebody
to the
from
same
their
class.
Bado camp too, who saw him on
Yeah,
that program.
somebody from their own class that knows him.
You went on my Egun show. Why would you know what I mean? So
exactly.
It could be anything or anyone.
So it could be anything. I don't think anybody here will ever do that. Nobody has my number. I don't have anybody's number here.
Yeah, I keep that to my chest. Like nobody.
So that's the way it is. Even sometimes somebody will say some certain things that I'll say, oh, I wish I have this person's number so that we can talk it over.
I know.
But I can't even write you. I can't even communicate with you to tell you that please I need somebody's number.
When people will say, my ego, I've sent you text, you didn't even respond. I'm like, I'm sorry.
So I want to let him understand that people here are very, very responsible.
Yes, we
more than even the people in the government in Nigeria. So we don't do that.
No.
The Temple of Truth don't do that.
No.
Thank you very much. Now I want to say something. Yes, I want to say something as regards to the issue of people thinking that the reason I counter it, I don't like it that we would think that these people are too strong. The moment we keep talking about their bravery, their being strong, believe me, we are losing that thing. We are losing that guy. I don't want nobody. There's something that the international community or the Western world taught us. What it taught us is that you can't be afraid of any human being like you. You should be able to say your mind.
That's right.
I was speaking before the election. You remember when everybody was saying that the military will take over, the military will take over. I was buying into that at the time.
You are?
During the election.
Yeah.
But you know what? My landlord, my former landlord, I still talk to him till today. If he comes to America, we still see every day. My former landlord in Lagos, he is the brigadier general.
You keep talking about him. I remember you've shared a few instances of yourself and name on this program like 2-3 times, especially during the election. Yeah,
I was talking to him about all these things because you can never be my friend if you don't want to talk about the issues of life, which is the issues of life is politics.
Yes.
So I was talking to him concerning these things. You know what he told me?
What did he say?
He said, he's telling me this thing now as my uncle and as a professional in the Nigerian military. He said the military could take over, but you see during this election era, till the handover, he said the military won't do nothing. I asked him, why did you say so, sir? He said, because the military you have now is biased. It's not like when those days that the military are together, that everybody is a suspect now.
They want money.
So this one's all about money. It's not about professionalism.
They want to enjoy. Exactly.
They want to enjoy. They want to drive the Rolls Royce. Everything that these
in
politicians
a
enjoy.
Uniform, yeah, clean and
so you understand? So he now told me that it's never going to happen. And believe me, it never happened. So one thing that I want to let people understand that thinking that if there was anybody who was in a position to change Nigerian constitution, to elevate his time, he had everything going on for him.
He had the goodwill.
But let me tell you.
Not this one.
Had everything.
This one will force us, so he will have to beat us and flog us before he can change anything.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Buhari had the opportunity. But Buhari waking up in the morning, looking at the social media, they will tell him. He will say, man, I did a wreck.
I won't go. I didn't go.
Tinubu is just starting. He's just starting. He is just trying to see how Aso Rock looks like. He's going everywhere. Look at his speech today. He said a beautiful building. He's just busy looking at everything. But by the time he is used to everything, and early in the morning they will call him and say, this is what is written, this is what is said, this is what is written. He will be the one to say, Egbani, I beg you, let the time come, make I run.
They are fighting where again? They don't.
We are fighting where again?
All
he wants, all people are looking at. There is power in the tongues, in the movement of people. The biggest force in the world is the movement of people. They might not carry guns. They might not carry the cutlass. But you see their ideology, their mouth, they keep talking,
Once they are done, they are done. Once they march, it's like the march of the heart. Baba, are you following what is going on in Senegal? By the way.
I'm telling you, trust me, you will run when the time comes. It's a gradual process.
It is.
We are building this particular coalition you are seeing, this ideology that the youth has.
You know, some people said that a lot of us today are more conscious than we were 8 years ago. And I agree. A lot of people today, young people, they are more politically conscious now.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
Let me tell you. I was traveling to Nigeria last Xmas, right? And we were there. I noticed, so somehow politics came up. And when politics comes up in in gatherings like that, public gathering, I first of all relax myself and see who is who. And we saw them. Those ones that will say that it's not leadership that is the problem of Nigeria. It is we, the followers. They don't want to work. I looked at them. They said all those things. And I asked the guy, when I stood up, I said, please, I've been listening to your discussion. And I told him, this is who I am. I said, I'm traveling to Nigeria just to see my people. And this is who I am. Because I had to intimidate him too, that I don't care. If we get to that airport, you start calling security agents. Myself, I have my own security agent. And I told him that this is who I am. My surname is a very, very laudable surname as well.
Right.
So I told him that you are telling people that they don't want to work. How much is your minimum wage? I said, did you think about what you are talking about? That they will have to go to work. You pay them 30,000 naira. Before 1 week, the 30,000 naira is exhausted. Then they will be borrowing money from their neighbor to go and work. What are you? I said, what the hell are you talking about? I said, just look at what you are trying to put in the mind of people. I said, the problem about Nigeria is leadership. Even the constitution we are talking about, change it, it is the leadership that will call for it. Our own is to speak our mind. Then it's left for them to implement.
Get them ready. See, Osita, thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you very much.
As always, as usual. Okay. I will take another caller. Oh, did I just lose that? I did. Okay. I'm going to give me a sec. Meanwhile, you, that person that just gave me about 16 pounds sterling on my PayPal. Thank you. I don't know if you'd like me to mention your name. I got this 15 pounds and 90 pence PayPal gift. So God bless you. From the temple here, bless you. Just say amen. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate that. So I have, and meanwhile, see, the most one I love most is this, your presence, like the broadcast to show that you are here. Hello, my caller. How are you?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening to you too. How are you, sir?
Yeah, my name is Tunde.
Sati, you are live.
Yes,
and please, go on.
Please, quick observation, 2 things.
Yes, sir.
You know the way you gave people time limit on how to talk on your program yesterday?
Yeah.
Please, I think callings too, there should be a limit because some people will just talk, and they should expect other people to want to contribute. You have a lot of fans and everybody want to contribute too.
Okay, sir. I will continue to kind of work on that. And I hope all my callers will help me too by ensuring that they stick to time too. So thank you very much for that, please.
Yes, sir. Then too, my second observation is, you know the Tinubu's video you showed when he went to NSA's office?
Yes.
When he went to NSA's office, the newly commissioned, there's one of Tinubu's aides. I still believe Aisha Buhari is still in charge of this government. There's one of Tinubu's aides. His name is Shugaba. He was former ADC to Yaya Bello. And he was one of the ones who was used to launder, Yaya Bello used to launder Kogi's money. He's from Kano State.
Right.
He was posted to, Aisha. Now, if you see, he's closely working again with Tinubu. What is really happening? It's just an observation.
I see. And a lot of us there probably will have the answer. You shouldn't be surprised if somebody that is linked to money laundering for Kogi governor is currently seen around Tinubu and his team, and your guess is as good as mine. So we shouldn't be surprised.
Our country needs a really God. You always say we should not always talk about prayers, but
I can't
we don't know
I
what
can't
to
stop
run
you from
to
actually
at this
referring
moment.
to God. It's just that we all know that it's not just going to come down and do it for us. When we are tired,
Exactly.
we have to do it ourselves. And we are almost there.
Exactly. Thank you for your time.
God bless you, sir. I appreciate that. So, like my caller said, let's stick to what we want to say. And if you probably said what you want to say and your mind kind of remembers something again, you can add that and we can spare the time for those who really want to call in. The more, the merrier. I have Elder Akinola here. Elder.
Hey.
How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great.
Beautiful.
Now
you are live. Everybody can hear you, Baba.
My point is going to be very, very fast. That's for. I just hope people will not continue to take it too personal on them to believe they have to counterattack people that disagree with them. This is the tempo of the truth. Let everybody be able to say their truth. People should just learn from House of Commons. We are all in this battle together.
Yes.
We are suffering together right now. Hopefully, people will understand that even Kolu himself, I don't think it's finding it funny what Buhari left for him to face. That's first thing. Yes. And the second caller talks about Aisha Buhari. This woman was actually the most advocate for Kolu in Buhari's government. So I'm not surprised the people is pointing to. If you all remember, when Buhari was talking about my wife belonged to the other room, it was when Aisha was criticizing Abakari and Daura about not being closely associated with Buhari. Tinubu, they believe, put them in power, in essence. So these people are connected. If people believe that these governments are going to be separate from what they saw in Buhari, it's not going to be different. They are a bunch of the same people recycling themselves in different ways, different forms. It's we that are running after them who think they are different, in essence. So when they are fighting their battle, either between Atiku, Tinubu, or Obi, these people, they are the establishment. Nearly all these people have spent 80 years playing with Nigerian money. So don't let anybody believe that they are fighting for us. They are fighting for themselves, in between themselves. So don't become the victim of their fight. And I to close to that other people
political enemy. You would not be doing yourself
enemy because of this.
No,
I support the call to for everybody to continue to call out for the release of Kanu in essence, and not only Kanu and all these people where Buhari has defied the court. We have the former son of Dasuki of Sokoto Emir. Right. This guy, because he arrested Buhari when Buhari was a military head of state. The first thing Buhari did when he got into power was to get him arrested. I'm not saying that it was wrong for him to arrest because of corruption, but this guy went to court, and court asked him to be released. Same thing with Zazaki. Yes. So Buhari has been playing vendetta, just arresting people that he disagree with, not giving any. These are the issues. People should start to call this thing out. And if Kolu, I'm not hoping for him, to be honest. But if he ever want to have any iota of that, I'm not raising my hope on him. But the reality is that you have to establish a country, society based on the rule of law. Kanu has gone to court. Court has released him. Let them release the man now, not tomorrow. They have not done anything wrong. That's my contribution for tonight.
Bless you, sir. Akinola. I do appreciate that. And it seems that a lot of us are beginning to stick to that time. But I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, mommy. How are you?
This is Mama H. I'm able to enter your gate of heaven today. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And you are here live. Thank you.
Live and direct.
Yes, ma'am.
Nigeria, how far now?
We do. I mean,
we top breakfast.
Go on.
They top breakfast. And they wait for Kolu to give una lunch.
It be like in a kitchen they still do, my lady. They never serve us. So.
Na
kitchen they still they
cook up. My good I beg. He get a PC filling station because we get to refer the Kolu Abobaku to APC filling station in Nigeria.
It can't be like say there are not too many. Are they fine, Sha? If you see before me, please. I get people where they look. Tell me when you see one.
Okay, because we get to refer them to go and buy for APC filling station.
I will not
Kolu, your children are waiting for lunch and dinner and supper.
Yes.
Please release it on time. And Olori Buruku, when they were now killing themselves over somebody who will not remember them.
Okay.
Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, he's president select by INEC. The real president elect is in the making. And the law court, whether do it or they will see the other way around. Nigeria must move forward.
In our lifetime. Tired.
Yes, so this very life, are you there? Is a must. As far as I'm concerned, Kolu, you are a placeholder.
Yeah.
Because now now we tell no what that they call placeholder.
Okay.
So the placeholder has been extended to Aso Rock. And you say they don't meet to be make it drop petition. I think so you be win election.
Yeah.
According to your this son, what do they call Akuyami? When the senior advocate of non-entity. I think so now win election. So which one I got the begin into INEC now why Yakubu to be most of I told you Yakubu make una not rig election. I told you when I had interview with Sowore in AY. I tell you, I said this very election don't be business as usual. I told you that every money when you go collect, it go be like some stone dust for your hand.
You did.
Where is our papa? Papa, where are you, Were? They don't shame you go inside house, eh? And all of you when see the support Korolu, Emma Jìyà gbẹ̀yìn ni. Nítorí pé lágbára Ọlọ́run, lágbára Elédùmarè tí ó jẹ́ kí ìkúkú òjijì. Àwọn ọmọ mi máa gba mandate wọn. They're going to collect this mandate.
Amen.
And Nigeria will move forward. Backward, never.
God bless you, ma'am. See, thank you so much because you are going to be my last caller tonight, and it's quite good.
Hey, I don't win. I don't.
You are closing the program with me tonight, which is quite honorable for me. Thank you. Right. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my lord.
Have a good evening, man.
Together we are getting back our country. Amen. And we are building a new Nigeria.
Because
and we will enjoy it in our old age.
You get my, if you work well, now all of us go what? Feel you know work now. Now all of us they suffer That's why some of us are like we, you know, Oyeki mama mi jiya kemi omo tun gbe.
Yes, so
Baba o. Famojuto. Oyeki mama wa jiya.
Mama mi jiya kawa omo tun gbe.
You have a good night, ma. Thank you so much.
Àwọn bàbá wa ti jìyà. Àwọn ọmọ ò gbẹ́dọ̀ pé it is a warning. Ọmọ alájọ kì í wà kísà èèwọ̀ nìyẹn. Báwo ni Ọlọ́run ṣe máa ní gbogbo ayé tó dẹ̀ fún wa ní gbogbo blessing táwa máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọnú àkísà lójú ayé irọ́ ni wọ́n pa a dẹ̀ ti fagilé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ sílẹ̀ ní ìlú èdè Nàìjíríà kí àwọn ọmọdé the youth to be suffering no a ti fagilé lẹ́ni kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́.
Thank you, ma.
Lágbára Jésù àwọn ọmọ wa àwọn youth wa wọ́n máa ṣoríire ni nítorí wípé in my own understanding they are smart, they are intelligent, they are hardworking, and they have resilient personality.
That's right.
It is the wickedness of people that call you to someone mommy that Yahoo plus, to someone that Olosho, to someone that kidnapper, and one Boko Haram on no government. But lágbára Jésù lágbára Elédùmarè mo tẹ̀sí fàṣẹ sí àwọn mommy they are kings, they are prince, they are princess, they are queen. That is who they are. And together we will recover their wasted years for them. And they will fulfill destiny. They will complete with the global world. And they will become, we are going to bet a lot of Elon Musk in Africa.
She's not going to go away. Thank you so much,
we
ma.
Will bet a lot of big games. We will bet a lot of Dangote. But not in the Wuru way of the Dangote. No. The new way. Because together we will reclaim back our rightful place in Africa. They say we are the giants of Africa. But they make us the non-entity of Africa. But Lakbara Jesu, Lakbara Eledumare, we are reclaiming back our glory as the giants of Africa. And so shall it be in your lifetime and in my lifetime. And everyone that believes in your program, and everyone that believes in a new Nigeria, together we shall bet a new Nigeria.
Amen. Good night, ma. Now, I think I will let her go. At this point, we can stay here till tomorrow. You know her? She's that passionate about it. And do I even need to add anything else anymore? Let's go to bed. So, good night, every one of you. I'm going to see you some other time. All right? From here.
Ayégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ayégún dáyàrí ayé bí nọ́mbà wá. Ayégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ayégún dáyàrí ayé bí nọ́mbà wá. Ayégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí. pẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Máyégún Diary politico. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni. Ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́. Ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o. Ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran.